Well, a very good morning. Yes, just gone midnight. Welcome to Shop on TV. Yes, we are live. My name is Charlie. We're actually here until 3 a.m. and we're going to be talking about all things Mulberry Silk. Now, if you've already seen some of our shows previously and you're waiting for these to get back in stock, run to the website because we're going to have a busy show. But what is Mulberry Silk? Well, it's a big question. We're going to be going through the ins and outs with very shortly. But if you'd like to get ahead, shop on the website. We've got the duvets, we've got the pillows, we've got the pillow cases, we've got the mattress toppers, we've got all sorts, all to do with Mulberry Silk. But you know what, we're going to start talking to Ray about this duvet because this is actually a duvet for all year round. Well, how does that work? Well, all will be explained, but let's say hello to Ray first. Ray, good to see you, Ray. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Charlie.
I mean, Mulberry Silk, wow. Do you know, we're joining our friends on ITV1 in about 7 minutes' time, but just briefly, I mean, if we can do it briefly, what is Mulberry Silk? How can it help us?
Mulberry Silk, well, hard to explain exactly, but when you sleep under Mulberry Silk,
yeah,
you'll find it's just so comfortable because it lets your body breathe. Mm-hmm. It's not a man-made fibre, it's a cocoon fibre. It's designed by Mother Nature to protect anything that sleeps within it or under it. So it keeps you warm in the winter, really warm, Charlie.
Yes.
And it keeps you cool in the summer.
So it expels your heat in the summer.
Exactly. It self-regulates. Now, 2 or 3 of the advantages. Number one, very often when people share a bed, 2 people, one person likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. That very often happens.
Yes.
So if you sleep under silk, and in particular Mulberry Silk, it self-regulates, and 2 people who like a different temperature in bed can sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable.
All through the year?
All through the year, winter and summer. You don't need one for the winter and one for the summer. Now, the reason for that is, Charlie, silk is a low conductor of heat.
Right.
It produces heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather, or man-made fibres. And then it retains the heat in a different fashion. It lets a certain amount of heat escape. The other big advantage, it's a massive advantage, silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So any person who tends to overheat in bed and sweat, this is positively the duvet for you. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Just buy yourself one.
Yes.
As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life. The other thing about this particular duvet, we guarantee it for 10 years. That's quite a long time.
I mean, how often do you hear that on a duvet?
10 years.
10 years?
Now, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old.
Wow.
My wife washes them on average 2 or 3 times a year.
So you can wash the whole duvet?
The largest one we make is a Super King.
Yeah.
It weighs 2.5 kilos. It'll fit in any standard UK washing machine.
Fantastic.
You wash them a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry, you can line dry. Now, dust mites do not like silk.
Oh, of course.
That's not something I've made up. This is a certificate from the United Kingdom Allergy Board. They're based in Warwick University.
Right.
And they've tested our duvets and they've given us this coveted certificate. There are no dust mites in silk. So anybody who has allergies, it's the duvet for you.
So this is brilliant for allergy
It's
sufferers.
wonderful.
So
the top cover, Charlie,
live on surviving
no,
Mulberry Silk.
they don't like it. They won't go anywhere near it. That's not me saying that. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board.
Yes, yeah.
And there's the certificate. Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton.
Oh, it's so
230 thread count.
So this is luxury we're talking
And funny enough, Charlie, you see what you're doing, rubbing it like this.
Yeah.
When we do a live presentation, we exhibit every year at every major exhibition in Britain. And we have done for 67 years. And for 37 of those years, we've sold silk duvets.
Really well.
And when people come up to our stand, they do exactly what you do. They go like this, and they get a shock.
Yes.
You can see in their face, you know, they go, oh, this is something special.
The face lights up. It's the penny drops, doesn't it?
you can see they think this is something special.
Yeah. Oh.
And it is something special. Now, the final thing I'd like to mention, this is very important. Everything we are offering this morning is made by the official Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company Limited. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade internationally in 36, 37 countries throughout the world.
Yeah.
Everything we sell is sold with a no-nonsense, money-back guarantee.
Wow.
So anyone who's watching and perhaps thinking, should I or should I not buy one?
You've got nothing to
You're
lose.
not taking any chances.
No.
There is no risk to the customer. If you're not totally satisfied, you refund your money instantly. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, instant refund. And when you phone our office, this is a pleasant surprise. You've got a live person who answers the telephone. So we will look after you. Once we have sold you the duvet or the pillow or the pillowcase, we like to think we give you good, excellent actually, after sales service.
That's good. So you have got nothing to lose. Try
Nothing.
it. See if it's for you. But the important thing is, get this amazing price. We've got savings on all these items from Mulberry Silk. So guys, do not miss these deals. Now, we've got various different prices for you. In fact, Joy, let's show you the prices. Because you see here, so for the single, for example, well, look, you're going to save good money there. So normally £169, now it's lowered to £139. The double, look at this. So £239 lowered to £179. So you're going to save £60 on the double. You save £60 if you get the king, and £60 if you go for the super king. That is brilliant prices. So 212998 is the item number. We love Mulberry Silk. It's machine washable. This is something for all year round. And do you know what? I know quite a few people now, actually, even a few people just here, who actually have Mulberry Silk. They choose to sleep surrounded by Mulberry Silk, and they say to me, do you know what, Charlie? I'm never too hot. I'm just never too cold. And that sounds ideal. That is the most ideal environment, I would say, for anyone who wants to get that good night's sleep. And we know how important that night's sleep is, don't we? We're going to be talking about that very, very shortly. We're going to look at the duvets, the pillows and the pillowcases in a few moments' time. Well, a very good morning. Just got midnight. You're going to be watching us here live on ITV1, or maybe all across the country, wherever you're watching from. My name is Charlie, and we are here live until 3 a.m. with one of our biggest selling brands. It's all about Mulberry Silk. Guys, these are not just any duvets. This could be the only duvet you'll need to buy. In our opinion, it's the best duvet that money can buy. Why? Well, that's not a quick answer. There's so many benefits to this. Firstly, it is your all-year-round duvet. I know people who love Mulberry Silk, and they say to me, Charlie, I'm never too hot, I'm never too cold. You just feel right. It's 100% naturally non-allergenic. Basically, dust mites can't survive on Mulberry Silk, so allergy sufferers love Mulberry Silk. It's compact, it's easy for storage. People take it away with them. People put it in the suitcases. People take it in their caravans, in their RV, or... Do we call it an RV over here? I'm not sure. But the point is, this is something for you, your other half. Do you like it a bit cooler? Does he or she like it a little bit colder, a bit warmer? Well, you're going to be the right temperature all year round. You're bound to be. But it's filled not just with any Mulberry Silk, AAA grade, long fibre Mulberry Silk. We're going to explain why that's so important with our Ray literally in a few minutes' time, so do not go anywhere. These sell out time and time again. You can wash it, not just the outer casing, the entire duvet at 30 degrees. But that's a big one for me. It regulates your temperature. And again, if you're worried about dust mites being all around you, they can't survive on Mulberry Silk. It's too dry for them. But we're going to get into the nitty-gritty as we go through the show. But we are live here until 3 a.m. These fly. Now, sometimes when we do a live show, we don't have the king, we don't have the double. We've got all the sizes at the moment, and you're saving £30 on the single, you're saving £60 today if you go for a double, save £60 if you go for a king, and save £60 if you go for a super king. Here are the price charts for this show. Guys, do not miss out. And by the way, I don't even mention this. When you buy a duvet, do you even expect you get a guarantee? Well, if I said you get like a 2-year guarantee, a 3-year guarantee, that would be good. You get a 10-year guarantee when you buy this duvet. I mean, go for it, run for it. 3 payments of £47.98. That is brilliant. That's if you go for the single. Whichever size you buy, you can have them on PayPal, pay in 3. You can spread that cost interest-free. Okay, so we got your duvets sorted. Again, folks, whilst these are in stock, I'm so pleased we've got all of the sizes. Excellent. Now, how about pillows? Now, the pillows, you get a 2-year guarantee with the pillows even. Okay, now £40 is a great price, because actually the usual price is £60. Now, do you know what? They're never too thin, they're never too heavy. These just feel right. These cradle your head. And honestly, we're going to be talking about the importance of comfort. We're going to be talking about the importance of sleep. I'm sure you know that anyway. But you know what? There are lots of factors that can determine a good night's sleep. Comfort is one of them. So if we together now can get that sorted, that's a big box ticked. We owe it to ourselves. Save £20 and go for these pillows. So it's 1 pillow, £40, or 3 payments of £14.98. So it's 654,433. Now, you do get this Mulberry Silk on the front, it's Mulberry Silk on the back, but maybe you want some fancy Mulberry Silk pillowcases too. Right, now these, oh my word, these look so luscious. These look so luxurious. If you ever walk into that like 5-star boutique hotel, it's quite often the textures, the textiles that really blow me away. These scream luxury each and every time. You can have Arctic, white, desert, or my favourite here, I love sage. I love the calming natural properties of that colour sage. I love that. 001 108 is the item number. Now, normally £45. You're saving £10 when you buy one of these pillowcases now. So it's one of them for £35. 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk. This is the real deal. This is some of the best silk that money can buy. We're going to be talking to Ray again about all that as we go through the show, so do stay with us. Okay, £13.32. That's your first payment of 3. If you choose PayPal, pay in 3. Do you know what? If you are buying them for gifts for people, maybe you want to go for the Arctic, a bit more of a neutral colour. That's going to work with so many different colour schemes. We're going to be talking about how people love to choose Mulberry Silk as their pillowcase when it comes to their benefits of their skin, their hair, and all sorts. Obviously, you always do your own research, but we get lots and lots of good feedback from, well, all of these items. But Mulberry Silk is honestly, it's one of the best-selling brands, and certainly I've been a part of since I've been here at Shop on TV. It's always a pleasure to have it here. But it's just so important. It's a very important show. How are you sleeping at the moment? You know, are you waking up? Do you know what? It's going to get a bit warmer now, isn't it? Do you normally sleep better in the winter? Do you struggle in the summer? Maybe the other half likes it a little bit cooler. Keep the heating on. Oh, I want to turn the heating off. Well, if you get Mulberry Silk, each one of you are bound to be at the right temperature as we transition through these seasons. It's your one duvet for all year round. Now, the easiest way you can buy, in case you're new to shopping with us, we have new customers every single day, by the way, it's shopontv.co.uk. So this is the website. When you scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing live deals we've got for you today. The duvets, the pillows, the pillowcases. We've got the premium pillow topped mattress there. That's 8 inches deep. We're going to go through these. You've also got your Mulberry Silk mattress pads and all sorts. Okay. Now, we love variety here on Shop on TV. Like I said, we have brand new viewers every single day. We are live on ITV1 after the last programme, so it might be 5 past midnight, it could be 1:45, but we're always here until 3 a.m. But let's show you what we've got coming up over the next few days. We've got so much variety, and we love fitness, we love health, we love sleep, we love all sorts here. But tomorrow, how about working out with myself and Katie with the Max Health treadmill? treadmill. And how about some fun in the early hours of Friday morning? Well, Thursday night into the early hours of Friday morning, it's a drone showcase with myself and Richard. We've got Jane Plan coming up in the early hours of Saturday. We've got In the Kitchen with Tara on Sunday. And in the early hours of Thursday, we have got Post Goal for Cash. Now, do you know what? Also next week, we have got actually a launch. It's actually the first time we have brought the most incredible brand here to shop on TV. It's Coopers of Stortford. So Coopers of Stortford. Do you remember that garden centre, that premium garden centre? We have got, I mean, the list of items we've got for Coopers of Stortford. That's going to be next week. So that's going to be in the early hours of Tuesday morning, isn't it? We got there. So yeah, that is going to be a big show. So Monday night or into the early hours of Tuesday morning, whichever way you think about it, that's going to be a big show. But you know what? This show now, it's all about Mulberry Silk. Well, I'm certainly not alone. It wouldn't be a Mulberry Silk show without our Ray, would it? Let's go and say hello. Ray, good to see you. Very good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Charlie.
You know, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
you.
you.
Really is. Do you know what, Mulberry Silk, you've been, well, supplying these for a long time now.
Yeah. We've been selling them on television here in the United Kingdom for 23 years and in Canada for 30-odd years. And it really is a superb, high-quality product. Quality is the key word.
Yes.
The quality of this product is absolutely wonderful. And something I should mention right at the beginning of the show, this is very important. Everything we are offering this morning is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company.
Wow.
And interestingly, Charlie, the prices we are offering these duvets at this morning are slightly less than we were charging for them when we first launched them in television.
Really? So they haven't gone up?
22 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So the price has come down slightly, but the quality has stayed high. There's only two parts to this duvet. The top is long-fibre Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count.
I just want to
Charlie,
lie on that.
anything above 180 is considered to be luxury.
Okay.
This is 230. And the filling within the top cover is AAA grade Mulberry silk. Now, if you go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, remember, Charlie, they're not trying to sell you anything. They're just answering questions.
Yes.
If you type in all about silk, this is what they will say, word for word. They will say, within the silk industry, Mulberry silk is considered to be the king of silks.
Wow.
But that's an interesting word, isn't it?
The king of silk.
There can only be one king, Charlie.
Yeah.
Others would like to be king, but there can only be one king. Now, we're using AAA grade Mulberry silk.
Right.
Now, we have a problem, and I'll tell you what the problem is. We can't get the quantity we need. I'll tell you why. Let me explain how we get the silk. We take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed.
Yeah.
We place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room, and we keep the tray in there for 35, 36 days. We feed the worm exclusively on mulberry leaves. Now, there's 3 different colors of mulberry leaves, red, black, and white. Mm-hmm. If you feed the worm on the red and black mulberry leaf, you get very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed it on the white mulberry leaf, all of a sudden you take a jump up.
Right.
And you get the highest grade silk, AAA grade mulberry. Now that's what we are using here.
So this is the real
real McCoy. Now here's the problem. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf only grows in any commercial quantity in central and eastern China.
Right.
And when we run out of white leaves, we have to stop manufacturing.
Right.
So that's why we constantly are short of the quantities that we need. Fortunately, when we come along to shop on TV, the public, which we're very grateful for, our supporters,
do you know
and
what?
our
We're
sales are
grateful
sky
you've
high.
brought the sizes in, and we're so grateful for the sizes. In fact, actually, quite often when it comes to doing a Mulberry Silk show, we always aim to get all the sizes in. Sometimes we don't. At the moment, we have the single, the double, the king, or the super king. We've got various different stock levels, so we're actually going to give you a chance to check out your baskets. It's great for allergy sufferers. It's your duvet all year round. Again, people say to me, George, Charlie, those Mulberry Silk duvets, I'm never too hot, I'm never too cold, regardless of what time of the year it is. Give it a try. You've got a 10-year guarantee, but check out your baskets at Shop on TV. Welcome to our STV viewers all around Scotland. So good to have your company. My name is Charlie, and yes, we are live here on Shop on TV. You may be watching us for the last few minutes on ITV1. Stay with us, all of you, wherever you are, because this is all about getting that good night's sleep. But how are you sleeping? George, do you wake up feeling, I'm sure I woke up a few times in the middle of the night. I was too hot, the other half, or I was a bit too cold. You can't find that happy medium place. Or maybe, George, it could be something simple. Maybe it's your duvet. John, maybe it is your pillow. Maybe you wake up with a bit of a clammy neck, or maybe a bit hot and sweaty in the night. You're putting one leg out of the duvet, then you're trying to move around, find that cool spot. Well, honestly, that can disturb night's sleep, and we know we need a good night's sleep. It's for repairing, for restoring our minds, our bodies, and all sorts. Again, I googled why do we need sleep, and we know why, but actually, it's quite surprising the list that come up on Google. But anyway. Comfort is a really, really important factor, and that's what this show is all about. Comfort to get that good night's sleep with Mulberry Silk. We are here, of course, with our Ray. At the moment, we've got all the sizes in for the duvets. So if you want a single, a double, a king, or a super king, I would add it to your basket and check out, because quite often these fly. So go to shopontv.co.uk, add whichever size you like into your basket, and click that checkout button. Do you know what? Let's go back to Ray, shall we? Because we've got lots more to talk about. For those who are just never really heard about the benefits of Mulberry Silk, for me, the temperature regulation thing is a really big one. You know,
Charlie, you're quite right. As you know, I'm in a very fortunate position. For 200 days of every year, you'll find me sitting at a live exhibition on a stand, attempting to sell silk duvets. Now, I've been doing that for 37 years, so I've got a fair idea of what the public like and what they dislike, as far as the bedding is concerned. Now, the biggest problem people have, they get too hot in bed. Not too cold, too hot. They're waking up 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's me.
That's everybody. One leg dangling out the bed, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. Now they're awake when they should be asleep. And one of the main reasons, not the only reason perhaps, but one of the main reasons, they're simply too hot. Now, silk is a natural protein similar to your hair. Is manufactured not by man, by Mother Nature, and it lets your body breathe. It'll wick away moisture. It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. It's machine washable, this duvet. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. They dry very quickly. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs 2.5 kilos. It'll fit in any standard UK machine. So that's not a problem. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Now, anything above 180 is luxury. So basically, what you have is an exceptionally high quality product, sold at an affordable price, with a 10-year warranty, Charlie.
I mean, I've never heard that.
Well, that's incredible.
A 10-year warranty on a duvet. That's so Ray, that is complete peace of mind. Try it.
Although we guarantee them for 10 years, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. And very often when I'm at a live exhibition, people come up to my stand and they say, you know, I've got one of your duvets. I've had them 12 years, 15 years, 18 years, 20 years. They just give you the thumbs up, and they walk past, they give you a little wave. They say, got one, love it. When people buy this, they absolutely love it.
They do.
It's just so nice. It's not heavy, it's not puffy. It's a cocoon fibre designed by Mother Nature to gently fold itself around you. And it sits, it doesn't walk in the middle of the night. You don't waken up with half the duvet on the floor. Now remember, it's Allergy Board approved.
Yes.
This Allergy Board certificate, every bedding company in Britain would love to have this.
Yes.
The Allergy Board are based in Warwick University, and I say this as a compliment. They're very difficult people to satisfy.
So they've approved this?
They've approved this, and to the best of my knowledge, and I'm sure I'm correct, we're the only company currently selling silk duvets that have this coveted certificate. Now, incidentally, Charlie, I don't know if the camera can pick this up. You'll notice at the bottom of the certificate, it's issued for 1 year at a time. Now, they're very clever. They do that for a reason. Very often when companies have this type of certificate, they put them in the wall, and 30 or 40 years later, that certificate is still in the wall. And sometimes they let the manufacturing standards drop.
Right.
Now, that cannot happen with us. The Allergy Board are very clever. They call in upon us unannounced. They just walk in off the street, and they check us to make sure our standards stay high. And if our standards drop, this is taken away overnight. And interestingly, we have this certificate not only for the United Kingdom, we have it for Canada, USA, Ireland, all of the EU countries, New Zealand, and Australia. Now, the reason I mention that, Charlie, very often what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Australia.
Right.
But in this occasion, the quality of the product is so high, the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. And because they can find no fault, they've given us, and nobody else, this coveted certificate. If you have any member of your family who has allergies, unfortunately, don't waste your money on any other duvet. Buy the one approved by the United Kingdom Allergy Board.
And it's really dust mites we're talking about here.
Dust mites. When this,
it's their poop, isn't it? It's their skin. It's the dead skin
well, you know,
dust mites.
Charlie, the lifespan of a dust mite, they only live for 10 weeks.
Right.
Now, there's a clue in the name, dust. When I die, I'll turn to dust. And so do the dust mites. And what passes through their body before they die is in the duvet. So in any given year, they reckon at least 5 million dust mites will live and die in the average duvet, right? So you'll find with this, there's no dust mite. So anybody with allergies, well, really, there's only one duvet for you.
That's a big reason people buy this. And as you can see here, regulates your temperature. That's a huge one for me. Machine washable. Now, just bearing in mind, all you need to worry about is which size you are choosing. Don't search for TOG ratings. That's irrelevant when it comes to Mulberry Silk. TOG ratings really only for other duvets, like your synthetic fibre, for example. There's no TOG ratings. It's the same duvet, but just different sizes. The King is the most popular. By the way, you might, even if you got a double, you might want to go for a King, just so you get that extra drape, that 5-star luxury hotel kind of drape look. Now, our producers, literally my ear now, has got a Mulberry Silk duvet. She's got a king size, actually, and she actually just said to me, do you know what? It's so nice and easy to make her bed in the morning. It looks ironed, it looks pressed, it looks like a hotel room. Do you know, would you like the single, where you're going to save £30? Whether you go for the double, the King, or the Super King, you save £60. Buy as many as you need. If you got a spare bedroom, a guest room, whichever size you choose, 10-year guarantee. If for whatever reason you're not satisfied, give Ray a call and you get refunds and all the and you can get the arrange to get it sent back to him. But guys, it is an opportunity now to see how you and your family benefit with the huge benefits of Mulberry Silk. But how do you buy? Well, we have brand new customers every single morning. We've got returning customers every single day. But in case you are new, when you want to buy, go to the website. It's shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the page or the website, this is the landing page. This is what you see. Just click that button there, live on air. Scroll down, and you'll see all of these live deals. So there's the duvet. You add it to your basket, you just select your size. So you select option, whichever size you want. Bear in mind, on the double, the king, they're normally the most popular. So if you want a double or a king, history tells me that that is an urgent one. Okay, so yeah, yesterday, for example, we were doing a fitness equipment. People missed out because it sold out and people didn't check out quick enough. Please don't forget, it's not yours until you check out, because some people think, oh, I've added it to my basket, it's reserved. Unfortunately, that's not the case, because we get through a lot of stock very quickly. We're on ITV1 right now, live. Can you imagine how many people are buying this now? So sign in if you want to, if you're a returning customer. If you don't have an account, you can create an account with us, or if it's easier for you, just quickly check out as a guest, whatever works for you. And then your duvet will arrive to your door in a few days' time. Before you check out, by the way, these are flying. Absolutely flying. It's returnable if you don't want it. But what's important now, whilst they're in stock and whilst you're getting the savings, that's why it's a good time to buy this now. It could be one of the best things that you've bought for you, your other half, your family. And I mean that. It could be. Because look, sleep, whatever I'm doing the next day, whether with my family, my nephews, my day off, I'm at work, no one ever wants to be tired for anything. Even if you're just chilling in the garden in the summer, no one wants to be tired for even that. No one ever wants to be tired. But if this helps you get those 40 winks, then guys, this is the time to get it. See how it works for you. 3 payments of £47.98. I'm passionate about this because, look, when I don't sleep, sometimes I don't sleep very well. I need to get one of these. I honestly, I can feel myself. I'm always clock watching the next day. I'm sluggish. I'm dragging myself through it. My memory isn't as good. My focus is poor. I just don't feel as happy. But if I get a good night's sleep, I'm a completely different person. Don't talk to me when I'm hungry. No, I'm joking. I'm not that bad. But look, if you want to go for the single, by the way, yes, saving £30. Which size do you need? Right, 212998 is the item number. So go to the website. Add it to your basket, sorry. The duvets we're focusing on the moment, but please don't forget, if you do want to, check out and get to bed, get some sleep, because I'm aware it's half midnight. We have got the Mulberry Silk pillows, so you can have the matching pillows. We've got mattress toppers on the show too, Mulberry Silk mattress toppers. We've got Mulberry Silk pillow cases too. I'm going to be saying those words Mulberry Silk a lot over the next few hours. But guys, if you do want to get yourself kitted out, the duvet, the pillows and the pillowcases are the 3 things I would really, really consider, guys. Right, dial the number 03333 241 241, but the quickest way to order is on the website. 11% has already gone of the duvets, and that's people who've checked out. When there's more and more people adding it to their baskets. Guys, well done. You've got an absolute bargain. Just a quick one, Ray, because you don't actually need a duvet cover, do you?
Well,
but if you do want one, you can.
You have to remember the cotton cover on the duvet is luxury. It's 230 thread count. Anything above 180 is considered to be luxury. So people sometimes just put them on the bed as they are, although most people, to be honest with you, my wife, for instance, they like to put a cover on top of it, a nice cotton cover, to blend in with maybe the curtains or the carpets, so they get the complete overall effect. Yeah. But you can use it with or without a cover, whichever easier for you. The important thing to remember, the word that we're going to use a lot when we're doing our best to sell these on TV this morning, the word we're going to use a lot is quality. Yes. This is a quality that you will not find in very many shops in the United Kingdom. We refuse to sell to shops. We constantly get asked, shops phone us up, large shops, small shops, can we have some silk duvets from you? And the answer is no. basically, we have one partner, we call them partners, in every country. We trade in 37 countries. One partner in every country. Now, by doing that, having one partner, we can keep the price low, incredibly low. Normally, when you have a product like this, Charlie, ready to be sold to the public, once you've manufactured it, you take it to a distributor who then sells it to a wholesaler, who then sells it to the retailer, the shopkeeper.
Right.
Now, each one of those people, quite rightly, add on a margin of profit. Then they're just honest people trying to make a living. So they add on a margin of profit for themselves. We have eliminated those three people. Shop and TV are the only people we supply, right? They buy very large quantities at an advantageous price. And then they do something wonderful, really wonderful. They pass the saving on to the viewer. So now you're getting this quality. You're basically getting champagne for the price of beer. You're getting the most wonderful quality at an affordable price. If these were sold in shops, you'd pay an awful lot more, I can assure you.
Right, do you know what, and honestly, and do you know what, it's worth remembering that, and do you know what, there's so much more to talk about, so stay with us if you can to. But yeah, the word quality, we're going to be using it time and time again, and actually straight away you can feel that quality. It's, ooh, as soon as you put your hand on it, you think, oh, that is something I just want to robe myself in. You just know. You know when you just get into those clean sheets in bed, it's that and then some.
Clean sheet. They call it in my house, Charlie. They call that clean sheets night.
Oh, that's
you're tired. You've had a shower.
That first time.
And you just get in bed, a freshly laundered bed. You lie back and you think, oh yes, this is wonderful.
But you lie then, you take a moment, don't you, to appreciate
get that feeling every single night when you sleep under silk. You know why?
Go on.
Silk will not retain body odors. It doesn't retain sweat.
Because it wicks away moisture.
Charlie, it's a protein similar to your hair.
Yeah.
It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So if you share a bed with somebody who overheats and sweats, this is no argument, the duvet for you. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Please buy yourself one.
Yeah, go for it.
Get it delivered, put it in the bed and try it. If you don't like it, we'll refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Instant refund. And anything you buy from us, if you don't like it.
Oh, honestly, we can't ask for more than that.
No, you can't.
You really can't. And also, but now is the time to get it because you're saving money. So you've saved your money. You've got that 10-year guarantee. Any problems, give Ray a call directly, and we'll sort it out for you. But honestly, what if it was though? Maybe you haven't been sleeping for a while. What if it was something as simple as just your duvet? It could be. And do you know what? I know people have hot spots and cool spots in the duvet. Just briefly, this is box stitched.
That cannot happen with this. I'll tell you why. I mentioned earlier how we get the silk. We get the cocoon. The worm kicks this little cocoon off.
Yes.
Now we place that in tepid water, and all the silk floats off in one piece. Now, Charlie, believe it or believe it not, on that little cocoon, there's over 1 mile of silk.
Wow.
Unbroken in one piece. So what we do in all of our duvets, we have a zip. Now, we have that zip for a reason. So the customer, once they've bought the duvet, can unzip it, they can touch the silk and see there are no inferior fibres mixed in with it.
Because some other brands can mix it in with shortcuts.
We'll come to that in a second.
Long-fibre, yeah.
But Charlie, look, this is the other reason, if the camera can pick this up. Because it's long strand silk, it's stitched all the way through. It's anchored. It can't move. So you're quite right. Hot spots, cold spots, you cannot get them under a silk duvet.
Because it's boxed
and when you wash it, it's very important, it won't clump up. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm sunny day, if you have a garden, pop it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. It's got everything going for it.
Yeah.
Do you know, fortunately, I'm not being boastful when I say this, please don't think this. Fortunately, our sales go up every time we come to Shop on TV. Because people buy them, you know, and roughly 25 to 30% of all the sales we get are from people who are repeating orders. They bought something, tried it, and they want extra stuff, extra duvet, extra pillows. When you buy this product, you're going to fall in love with it. Simple as that.
Well, there you go. And do you know what? Lots of you are adding your basket. Well done. Generally, folks, you picked a good time to get this because you're saving money. 10-year warranty, 10-year guarantee on the duvets. When was the last time you heard that? Again, you don't search for tog ratings. That's irrelevant with Mulberry Silk. It's just the one duvet. You just choose which size you like, and here are the sizes. So the single, you're saving £30. Double, king or super king, on those last three, you're going to save £60. So you might be getting one for your master bedroom, your spare room, your son or daughter's bedroom, who knows? But for £139 is excellent. That's for the single. The king is flying out. We think that's going to be the first one to sell out. 500, ignore me, £259, that's better. £259 is the usual price, but take £60 off. It's now £199 for what we believe is the best duvet that money can buy. It's your duvet all year round. It's machine washable at 30 degrees. It's good for you, your other half, even if you like it cooler, if he or she likes it a little bit warmer or vice versa. It contours to your body. It's got that luxurious feel to it because this is AAA grade long-fibre silk. This is the real deal. Try it, because what if it was only your duvet that's been stopping you from getting that good night's sleep? This could be one of the best things you've bought. Try it. You've got that guarantee. Try it, but save that money. That's important. Of course, this is your money. It's very important. Well, look, how do you buy yours? Well, in case you're new to shopping with us, just go to the website. Whether you're watching us on ITV1 or STV or YouTube, this is where you go, shopontv.co.uk. Just click live on air, scroll down and look at all this. These are all of the deals Ray and I have bought to you in the early hours this morning. It's about 20 to 1 in the morning, so thanks for staying with us. But the Mulberry Silk Duvet, we're going to be looking at the pillows any moment. But just briefly, here are the sizes. Select double, select king, whichever one you want, add to basket and check out. Or you can just go to buy now. But this is getting busier and busier and busier. If you're tempted by it, guys, you do need to start checking out. Quite often we've had shows where we can't get all the sizes in, and it's a matter of time before one goes and then the others go quickly. It all gets a bit of chaos. But, OK, whilst we're talking about Mulberry Silk, though, and this is the focus, it's one of the biggest brands we've got here on Shop on TV, let's have a look at the pillows. Because in case you want to get checked out and get a bed, speaking of which, then the pillows, quite a large percentage of these have already gone. Right, now, the pillows, Ray, people have bought these already this show. We haven't even really talked about them much.
The pillow. Well, you know, Charlie, pillows, where do you start? It's a nightmare. You know, there's so many cheap, nasty, horrible pillows being sold to the public here in the United Kingdom. Yeah. People are in the supermarket, they're walking along with a trolley. They see the pillows, 2 for £10, £5 each. The package, there's always a picture of the girl in the front. She's sleeping like this. Hair's done beautifully. She looks very happy. So they're tempted and they buy a couple of pillows, £5 each. Yeah.
I've fallen for this.
Well, think about this, Charlie. 2 things I'm going to tell you.
OK.
The £5 for your pillow, £1 of that is VAT. So that leaves the shopkeeper with £4. He's had to get it from the other end of the world. Yeah. Transported 5,000 miles across the Britain. The materials, different people are making a profit on it. How can the pillow be any good?
No,
Every single year, Charlie, in Britain, this will shock you, and I'm sure it will shock the viewers. This is not a figure I've made up. I would advise any viewer to check this on a computer, and you'll find it's accurate. Every single year, 10 million cheap, nasty, horrible pillows end up in landfill every year. So people buy these pillows and they end up in landfill. We're here in Manchester. This studio is Manchester. 6 or 7 months ago, I was in a very large retailer here in Manchester, right? They had, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 dozen pillows. I'm talking about a mountain of pillows stacked up on pallets. They were selling them £6 each. Do you know, Charlie? Those pillows were filled, believe it or believe it not,
Go on.
with recycled plastic bottles.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
When I phoned the buyer here to tell her,
Recycled.
this is what she said. She said, surely not. I had to take a picture and send it to her because she thought I was pulling her leg. Recycled plastic bottles. That's the sort of junk that's in nasty, horrible pillows. Now, these are filled with silk. That's the difference.
Yeah.
The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling within. If you were to cut this open, in the middle,
Yeah.
you have a little pocket of fibre. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone, Charlie. We tell you on the label here exactly what's in the pillow. In the middle, you have a little pocket of fibre, right? And that's there to give you support for your neck and shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade Mulberry Silk,
Wow.
long fibre. Now, when you wash it, you can wash it as often as you want. Cold wash, 30 degrees. It cannot and it will not lose shape because the silk is long fibre.
Right.
Dust mite free, allergy board approved.
And that's especially good because I don't want any dust mites around my face.
This
where I
one,
breathe in.
Charlie, this one I'm holding.
Yeah.
When I come to the studio here, I live in Scotland, I bring this with me in the boot of my car. This is the one I sleep on at home. It's 6 years old. It's been slept on for roughly 17,000 hours. It's been washed maybe 25, 30 times. Remember, wash it as often as you want. Just look at the condition of this pillow. It's like the day it was manufactured. The reason being, every single component part is top quality. We guarantee this pillow for 2 years minimum. And I'll tell you, when you buy it, you're getting luxury.
Oh.
Your head won't get hot on it. There's no dust mites in it. Anybody with breathing problems, allergy board approved, this is the pillow for you. Now, there's only two people you can buy this pillow from, myself or Shop and TV. Shop and TV, buy them from me. On my website, I charge per pillow, for one pillow, £60 and £5 postage. Shop and TV, the buying team here, well, they deserve a medal, a pat in the back. They've bought very large quantities at a very low price. And they pass the saving on to the viewer. You can buy one here this morning, not for £60, for £40. That's £20 you've saved. And my advice to anyone is to buy yourself a decent pillow. Because these cheap, nasty pillows you buy that end up in landfill, very often, cheap becomes expensive because you keep buying another one and another one and another one and another one. Do you know, they reckon, Charlie, the Bedding Association reckon, if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. Keep that figure in mind, 60 or 65%.
60 or 65%.
When we first started selling this pillow 6 years ago, right, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows.
86,000.
86,000 in 13 months. We didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned.
That's
out of 86,000. Now, at this point, I'm going to stop talking and let the viewer make their own mind up. Can you imagine 86,000 sold, 19 returned? The customer, given a chance to have their money back, said, no, thank you. We like this pillow. It's not going to landfill. You keep the money, we'll keep the pillow. This is quality of the highest order at an affordable price, £20 off every pillow. We sell tens of thousands of them every year in television. And the reason we sell lots of them, because they're good. All our details are on here. You can contact us at any time. If you're not delighted, we'll refund your money. Remember that.
Do you know what, honestly, Ray, and there are just some reasons why people absolutely adore this. Just a quick question, by the way. Would you say this is firm, medium firm?
Sorry, I beg your pardon, Charlie. You're quite right. I got carried away.
No, honestly.
No, you're quite right.
You absorb me into your stories. I love it.
Medium firm support pillow, yeah.
Great stuff.
And the fact is, as I say, 86,000 people, 19 returns, so really everybody seems to like it.
Yeah, it does. It's a happy medium.
Yeah.
It's not too thin, it's not too big, you know, it just feels right, honestly. It feels like your head is just supported and cradled.
And your head doesn't get hot on it.
No.
And I must tell you something. I sleep on one pillow at home, and I'm a side sleeper.
Right, yeah.
I sleep with my one arm under the pillow. I tuck the pillow in between my arm and my head. But it doesn't matter whether you sleep in your back or your side. This pillow is it's absolutely beautiful. Oh. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep. You simply can't.
No, you can't.
And if you buy a decent pillow, you're going to get a good night's sleep. Is this a decent pillow? Without any doubt. In my opinion, it's the best pillow currently being sold anywhere in the United Kingdom. You'd expect me to say that, but it's my honest and true opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I know lots of people agree with that. And do you know what, maybe this rings a bell. If you haven't got a Mulberry Silk pillow, then you sort of move around in the middle of the night, you flip it over, oh, it's nice and cool, then it gets hot, and then try and find that cool place, and then you fold it around. That is exhausting. That is so disruptive for a night's sleep. But because Mulberry Silk is naturally moisture wicking, you're not going to wake up with that clammy neck. You don't get those hot spots or those cool spots. You're just right. And people who literally, they say to me, Charlie, with Mulberry Silk, I'm not too hot, I'm not too cold, it just works. It's worth a try. Every single penny. Now, people will buy these for £60, okay? But here on Shop on TV, I'm very proud of the price that we do offer them. You're saving £20. It's £40 for the pillow. And you can wash it, by the way, too. You can machine washable. 654-433. Just add it to your basket on shopontv.co.uk. A large percentage of the stock's already gone of the pillows. So 3 payments of £14.98 for what could be the only pillow that you'll ever need to buy. Right, grab it. If you want to go for the duvet, we've got the Mulberry Silk Duvet, we've got the Mulberry Silk Pillow, we've got the Mulberry Silk pillowcases, we've got mattress toppers, all sorts. If you're on a budget, my priorities would be the duvet and a pillow. That would be my priorities, okay? If you've got an extra bit of cash, then I'd honestly go for that Mulberry Silk pillowcase because they just look luxurious too. But there we go. One pillow there, £40, not 60. That is a bargain. 100% silk pillowcase on the front and on the back. It just feels just right. It feels beautiful. Okay, now, Joe, talk about pillowcases. These are, yeah, they're practical, but I actually love the look of them too. They've got that gorgeous luxury hotel luster that can just rejuvenate and lighten up a room.
And remember this, Charlie, silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
That's right.
So when you buy these, consider them to be an investment. You're not going to have to replace them in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of years. As I say, this is the one I sleep on at home. Any viewer watching who's tempted to buy one of these pillows,
yes,
please look at the condition of this pillow. It's been slept on for 17,000 hours.
Wow.
It's been washed at least 25 times. Now that's important because everybody, old men like me, young children, everybody, when they sleep, they dribble. And this is a pillow you can wash. It washes beautifully. It dries quickly, because silk does dry quickly, and you can have it back in the bed within a couple of hours. And remember, it's allergy board approved. If you have any member of your family who unfortunately has allergies, don't waste your money on any other pillow. Buy the one the allergy board approved. That makes sense. And you're not taking a chance. It's sold with an unconditional, no-nonsense, money-back guarantee. You don't like it? Do you know, if you buy Charlie, this is a fact.
Yeah.
If you buy a pillow anywhere in Britain and you don't like it and you take it back to the shop, they're not obliged to take it back.
Say,
you know why that is?
No, I don't.
They say under the Health and Hygiene Act, it's been slept on and they have to destroy it, right? That's why 10 million end up in landfill every year.
10 million?
10 million.
Well,
10 million cheap
frightening.
and nasty pillows. They have to destroy it, so they won't give you your money back. What they say is take it to the local cat and dog home, and they'll make dog beds out of it. The Salvation Army, they won't take them back. They won't give it to the homeless because they've been slept on, because they're polluted with dust mites. Well, there's no dust mites in this pillow. It's an absolute, no, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, it is. And that's because dust mites, they can't survive on mulberry silk. They can't penetrate the tightly woven fibres. And it's too dry for them. Dust mites need moisture. And because, well, it's dry, it's not it doesn't absorb moisture, then it's going to be too dry for them to survive. Basically, they can't survive on mulberry silk. That's why we love them. But anyway, what we also love, though, these pillowcases, already been busy. We've got 4 different colour options for you. And you can see there, you've got that, almost like a pearlescence to these. It's that lustre that just gives you that luxurious boutique hotel look. And do you know what? If you are into your interior design, I read the odd magazine. I'm quite interested by it. I'm not an expert, but lots of people do say to me, different textures. You might have a fluffy pillow, you might have a textured pillow. If you haven't got a silk one, that could just complete the set. It could do. But do you know what? They do look beautiful, Ray, these. No one can deny that.
Well, they are beautiful, Charlie.
They are beautiful. But when people put face creams on and so on when they're sleeping, people love silk. Silk.
You're quite right. You obviously have been reading magazines.
I have, yes.
Right.
I have.
Last Saturday, the Telegraph newspaper, I haven't read it myself. My oldest son came to have dinner with me on Sunday, and my wife, and he said, "Dad, did you read the Telegraph yesterday? That's a paper he gets delivered." I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Well, the Telegraph did a 1-page breakdown of the advantages of a silk pillowcase. And they were telling everybody that mulberry silk pillowcases, you should all be sleeping on it."
Right.
And here's the reason why. When I'm doing a live presentation, people come up to me and they say, "You know, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop your wrinkling, don't they?" Now, they get an awful shock, Charlie, when I say, "I'm sorry, nothing stops your wrinkling."
No.
And nothing will stop your wrinkling. But what you can do, you can slow the process down. And silk does that in no uncertain fashion. Now, the reason being, in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, a very important one, is called sericin. Now, you spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does, it traps the moisture within your skin. What Charlie said a second ago was quite right. If you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, now this is not sales talk, this is a fact. Cotton will take the moisture from your skin. It will dry your skin out as you sleep. And when your skin dries, it cracks and it becomes wrinkled. And if you put expensive face creams on, right, sometimes these little jars of face cream cost 25, 30 pounds. You put some on before you go to bed at night, then you put your head in a cotton pillowcase, it will take a high percentage of that cream off. Put it on a silk pillowcase, it will trap the cream in your skin. It will enhance your skin in no uncertain fashion. So sericin within the pillowcase is all important, 18 amino acids. Ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. If he or she is knowledgeable, they will tell you there is no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night, so you don't waken up in the morning with bedhead. Now, here's something very interesting. When you're buying silk pillowcases, this has happened quite a lot recently. I must give you a little word of warning. Be very careful what you buy, right? Read the label. Everything we sell, everything we offer for sale is made by the official Mulberry company. Read the label. It is 100% AAA grade long fibre mulberry silk. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with it. Very often what companies do, Charlie, they get cotton, polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk.
What, to give it that
So they get a
luster?
higher profit.
Right, oh, you're
So
joking.
what they do, they have maybe 20% silk, 80% man-made fibers, and to the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference. But these are pure
awful.
silk. And here's something else. This is a very expensive process, the part I'm going to point out next. And to the best of my knowledge, no other silk pillowcase currently being sold has this. There's an old saying, it's known throughout the world, whatever country you go into, when you talk about silk, and that saying is, smooth as silk. Now, to make sure the silk stays smooth, what we've done on the inside of the pillowcase, we have sprayed on a thin layer of cotton. We've sprayed it on. It's so thin you can hardly see it, but if you touch it, you'll feel it. Compared to silk, cotton is coarse. Even the most expensive cotton compared to silk is coarse. So when you put the pillow into this pillowcase, the cotton on the inside of the pillowcase grips the pillow. And it keeps the outer silk smooth as silk.
Oh,
so when
see.
you're waking up in the morning, you get no creases on your
There's
face.
a lot to this, isn't
There is a lot to it. And the final thing I'll mention, I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling pillowcases this quality, obviously there will be one or two shops, but very few. I can assure you, very few indeed. You'd pay at least £50 for a pillowcase this quality, maybe even £55. They're on offer here today, 4 different colours at £35.
We really appreciate
sold with
that.
a money-back guarantee. Now, we estimate this pillowcase will last you the best part of your adult life. And the Saracen, which is very important, never washes out. It's there forever. They're a bargain. The colours are beautiful. They're long-lasting. Buy them and try them. Money back if you're not pleased.
And you know, I mean, for the practical benefits, yes, that's a big reason people go for this. But you know what? Maybe it's for also the luster. That is just beautiful.
Looks like $1 million in the bed.
Doesn't it? They look really expensive,
Well,
actually.
they are.
They look really expensive, but the value is brilliant. £35. So would you like the Arctic, the white, the desert, or the sage? You can see the Arctic. Yeah, we've got the white. With the Arctic is the one just over here. It's gorgeous. It's
You
beautiful.
feel lovely too, you know. Apart from all the health benefits of no dust mites, keeping your head cool, good for your hair, good for your skin, Charlie, apart from all that, they're just beautiful to put your head on and go to sleep on.
Yes.
And here's another thing. This is so important, I keep forgetting to mention this. When you do sleep in a silk pillowcase, you'll find when you get up in the morning, your hair, when you style it, it's easier to style, and once you've got it the way you want it, it retains that shape much longer. Everybody tells me that. Well, it's a wonderful thing.
Do you know what? I've heard that as well. And you know, they're all beautiful, the colours. They really are.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't
the sand.
Look at that. So the Arctic, the white, the desert, or the sage. This one is the desert. So we've got the desert right here. Joe, I might as well go through all of them actually. So this is so there's your desert. Here is, just to recap for you, the Arctic. There you go. Or the one I've just got down here. This is the sage. They are beautiful.
And remember, Charlie, we should mention this. These pillowcases we have on offer, they have silk on both sides. Now, you might wonder why I'm mentioning that. This has happened quite a lot recently. It happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. A lady came up to me at a live presentation at an exhibition. She said, "Do you sell silk pillowcases?" I said, "Yes, we do." She said, "Could I have a look at them?" And when I gave it to her, she looked at it like this and turned it over. She said, "Well, these have silk on both sides." I said, "Well, of course they do." She said, "Well, I bought some on the internet." She said, "They were a gift for my niece. They were £47.50 each." And she said, when they were delivered, they only had silk on one side. Well, these have silk in both sides. These are absolutely luxury of the highest order. And when you buy them, you're going to love them. The colors are wonderful, the quality is high, the price is right, and there's a money-back guarantee. And when you put your head in this, you'll think to yourself, I should have done this years ago. That's a phrase people say to me all the time when I'm doing a live exhibition. They say, you know, I've seen you at this exhibition for years. I go to the same exhibition year in, year out for 37 years selling silk. And they say, I watched you 2 or 3 years. I bought one. I wish I had bought it years ago.
Yeah.
If you're sitting on the fence, do it now. You're not taking a chance. You can have your money back if you don't like the product.
Well, we've had emails come in. We're going to read some out, actually, from people who literally emailed us in today in the early hours of this morning saying how much you love Mulberry Silk. We'll read them out. Thanks so much. We'll get to you. You know what? They're the pillowcases. Yes, we've got the Mulberry Silk pillows. They are flying out. We've got about 20%. The stock's gone of the pillows. We had a fair amount of stock of those, but it's still going, my word. OK, let's go back to, my word. But no, let's go back to the duvets here. This is all about comfort. And do you know what? It could well be the fact, maybe you are waking up a few times throughout the night. Maybe you are having a bit of a restless night's sleep. It literally could be a duvet. You might be a bit cold. You might be a bit too hot. It might just not feel right. Maybe your other half's a bit agitated because he or she is a bit too hot, a bit too cold. Well, it regulates with your body temperature. So you're never too hot, you're never too cold. And that's a big, common feedback we get from people who love Mulberry Silk. So we've got the single, we've got the double, we've got the king, we've got the super king in stock at the moment. But why do we love Mulberry Silk duvets? Well, there's lots to it. Firstly, they're naturally brilliant for allergy sufferers because dust mites can't survive on Mulberry Silk. That is a huge box ticked for people. But do you know what? Look at they look so gorgeous and glamorous. This is AAA grade, long-fibre Mulberry Silk. I just mentioned, yeah, there I have it, naturally non-allergenic filling, because it's a pure 100% silk here. You've got, on the outer casing, you've got a 230 thread count of Egyptian cotton. It feels beautiful. You know when you just clean the sheets in your bed and you go for in the first time after a bath, it looks lovely. But look, it's portable too. So people take it to camper vans, they take it on caravan holidays, camping, people put it in their suitcases for hotels and so on. I mean, taking it camping, that would be glamping, wouldn't it, really? A Mulberry Silk duvet, hey, why not? But there we go, it's filled with 100% long fibre, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. Some other brands can use offcuts and all the rest of it. No, this is the real deal here. It's 100% breathable. It's moisture wicking. You can put it into your washing machine. 30 degrees. You haven't got to take it to a laundrette. And because it's not a big, bulky duvet, it fits in most of your washing machines. So people love it for that reason. It doesn't take ages to dry either. But would you like the single, the double, the king or the super king? Just one thing to mention. Lots of you, let's say if you got a double mattress, obviously it stands to reason you might go for a double duvet, but actually you might want to go for the king. If you want that extra drapage, then if you want that drape, then go for it. Is that even a word? I'm not sure. If you want some extra drape, then go for it. But that's completely your choice. Get as many as you need. 10-year guarantee on the duvet. It's the only duvet you're bound to need for years and years and years and years and years to come, but it's your all-year-round duvet. Don't search for TOG ratings or anything like that. It's irrelevant with Mulberry Silk. They're for your other duvets, like your synthetic fibre filling, for example. All you need to worry about with a Mulberry Silk duvet is which size you need. And regardless of which size you choose, you are saving money. So the single, for example, now, usually, ordinarily, £169. But our price today, and this is why I would encourage you to check out your baskets in the early hours this morning, it's just gone 1 a.m. The double, £239, lowered to £179. You're saving £60 on that. On the king, you're also saving £60. That is the most popular size. My predictions are that's going to be the first size to sell out. So do you want a king size? If you do, go for it. You need to be quick. Oh, a quarter of the entire stock's gone. Super King, by the way, £279. That's also lowered by £60 for the show. £219. That is excellent value for money. So easiest way to shop is on the website, shopontv.co.uk. And in case you're new to shopping with us, this is why we show this website a lot, because you may have never bought from us before. We have new customers every single day. We've actually got returning customers every single morning. So when you go to the website, this is what you see. Click that button there, live on air. And then you simply scroll down and you'll see all of the live deals we've got for you today. Yes, we're live on ITV1, on STV. You might be watching us on YouTube, all over the country, wherever you're watching from. This is the way to order. Select which size you want, add to basket, but you must check out. It's not yours until you've actually checked out. You can add to basket, or you can just go to buy now, whichever's quicker. But whilst we're talking about Mulberry Silk, yes, we've got the duvets in, we've got all the sizes at the moment, but those pillows are flying out. So, look, it depends on your budget. And don't forget, whether you buy a pillow, you might go for 2 pillows, you might go for a duvet, you can spread the entire cost of your basket interest-free using PayPal. So, divide it into 3 instalments. It's interest-free. You might as well, if it helps you. But whilst we've got them in stock and whilst you're getting that saving, it's all about the saving. Please don't wait much longer for this. I know I'm banging on and I know it's late, but I know a good deal when I've seen one. And the feedback we get from Mulberry Silk is so frequent. It's always so positive. So, OK, what we've got here, so you've got 2 pillows and we've got a king-size duvet. There we go. Including your P&P. That's a total of £283.95. But if you want to divide it into 3 payments, well, that'd be 3 instalments of £94.65. And that includes your P&P. So literally, folks, today, £94.65. It'll be arriving to your door in a few days' time. This time next week, you'll be thinking, oh, I've been sleeping well.
Tonight, this morning.
Yes.
Will be sent out this morning.
What, today?
Today.
Well, it's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah,
no,
this is Wednesday. It'll be sent out Wednesday,
okay,
today.
So it's the early out, so it's just gone 1 a.m. on
You'll
Wednesday.
Get it Thursday, Friday at the latest.
That's fantastic. So over the weekend, you could be getting some of the best night's sleep.
It goes out DPD.
Really?
Guaranteed.
DPD?
Yeah.
Right, there you go. There you go. I didn't know that's actually DPD.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll start sending. We are very busy at the moment, obviously.
Yes,
Charlie,
we are.
You know that. But we will start sending the stuff out 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And depending on the quantity we sell, everything will be delivered within maximum 48 hours.
That's fantastic. Absolutely. And you get that guarantee. By default, you get
DPD,
that.
yeah.
DPD. So there we go. Just try it. See if it's for you. But this time next week, you'll be thinking, the last few nights, I've slept so well. It could be quite simple. What if it is just because of your duvet? Do you know, there are lots of factors that determine a good night's sleep. Maybe you're worked up about something, or maybe, no, sorry to hear that. We can't help with that, obviously. But what we can help with is another big factor that determines a good night's sleep, and that's comfort. So if we can just get one thing ticked off and done and dusted, then that's worth every single penny. Whether you want a good night's sleep to go for work, to spend time with your kids, whether it's for that job interview, or do you know what? I sleep terribly, actually, if I know I've got to get up early, even if it's to get a flight on holiday or just to get that train. I'm terrible with early.
I'm the same.
And that's when I overthink. I'm hot and cold. It might help with that. And if it does, it could be some of the best money that you spend for you, your other half, your family. Go for it. Try it. If it's not for you, we can return
Charlie,
it.
You mentioned a second ago about people with motorhomes and caravans.
Yes.
Now, there may be people sat at home at the moment thinking, do I need one or do I not need one? This may help you make your mind up. We exhibit at every major caravan show in the United Kingdom. We have done for 67 years. And for 37 of those years, we have sold silk duvets and pillows. Now, in the summer months, these caravan shows, they're usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? Now, very often people come along on the Friday afternoon. They set themselves up, they get their awning out, get the tables, the chairs, organize the children, and then they walk around the trade stand, say on a Friday afternoon. They come up to my stand, and maybe they're a little bit undecided, and this is what I say. I say, well, take one. Pay for it, obviously. Take one. Sleep on it tonight or under it in your motorhome or caravan. If you don't like it, simply bring it back tomorrow morning and I'll refund your money. Now, given that choice, Charlie, an awful lot of people buy one.
Yeah.
Because they've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, this is it, yeah.
Now, the following morning, 30 to 35% of all the people who buy one, say on a Friday, come back on a Saturday to buy a second duvet.
Oh, there you go.
They've slept under this for one night, and immediately...
Just one night?
One night, immediately, they're a convert.
But,
the old-fashioned duvet, the duck goose feather,
synthetic,
the man-made fibre, that goes into the back bedroom or goes into the loft. This is sold with a money-back guarantee. You are taking no chance when you buy this. But all we're asking you to do, Charlie and myself, is to trust us. If you buy it and you don't like it, you will have your money back. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, instant.
Yeah, the instant, and this is it. So give it a go. And also, if you're buying this now today, you're saving money as well, regardless of which size you're going for.
And they will last you the best part of your adult life.
Yeah.
Do you know, in my local supermarket, this is a fact. You won't believe. Well, you will believe it because it's a fact. I was shopping there last week. They were selling duvets. You won't believe this. £7.99 each.
Right, wow.
Now, can you imagine?
£7?
£7.99.
Oh,
can you imagine the quality of that duvet?
Yeah.
You can't buy 2 coffees for £7.99.
I'd be hot and sweating.
You can't buy 2 coffees for £7.99. No. Imagine putting one of those in a washing machine. Do you know, we mentioned 10 million pillows go in landfill every year. Again, check this, if you're a viewer, check this on a computer. It's estimated 5 million duvets, 5 million, go in landfill every year.
Really?
$7.99 each. You might as well throw the money in the bin. Get a decent, high-quality duvet with a 10-year warranty, a money-back guarantee, and I'll say it again, the duvets in my bed at home are 37 years old. Wow. My wife washes them on average 3, sometimes 4 times a year. Cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once a year on a warm sunny day, drop them over the washing line in the garden. The UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse them.
Amazing.
Allergy board approved, no dust mites. So if you have allergies, don't waste your money on any other duvet. Any lady going through the menopause, grab one. Wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Share a bed with somebody. He's a hot sleeper, you're a cold sleeper. Happens all the time. Self-reflects, you can both sleep under this duvet and be perfectly comfortable. Everything's a plus. There are no minuses.
And honestly, if I had to choose, the first thing that people say to me when they've got the Mulberry Silk Duvet, they say, Charlie, I'm just never too hot, I'm never too cold. I just feel right. Yeah. Honestly, and that's a feeling to behold. And we spend, about a third of our lives asleep, or ideally. Yeah. It's just so, obviously, it's so important. That's a big, big factor. Joel, we've had actually emails come in. Thanks so much for people watching. I hope you're still watching. Andy was in touch, actually. He says, I bought one of these, king size, over 3 years ago. I also then bought 2 more for my daughters. They are, without a doubt, one of the best purchases I have ever made. This literally was emailed in a few minutes ago. In the coldest of weather, it gets you warm. On the hottest of nights, it keeps your body temperature regulated. If you're thinking of buying one, do. And that was from Andy. Can we say any more than that?
Well, Andy, thank you
Andy.
very, very, very much. It was nice of you to take the trouble to phone in. And I can assure you, you'll enjoy your duvet for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Jill, we've had another email come in. Daniel was in touch, actually. Oh, we need to give a shout-out to Daniel's mum. Hello to Jill. Jill, oh, you're over there. Jill, thank you very much. Your name's just been shouted out on ITV1 and STV if you're up in Scotland, wherever you're from. But hello to Jill and hello to Daniel. Hey, Daniel, it's about the pillow, actually. Will this pillow hold up well if machine washed?
Yeah.
I'm worried it will fluff up and become far too large and be uncomfortable.
The gentleman's name is Daniel.
That was Daniel.
Daniel.
And watching with his mum, Jill.
This one I'm holding up, I live in Scotland, I live in Glasgow. When I travel down here, I bring this in the boot of my car. This is the one I sleep on at home, right? It's 6 years old. It's been washed 25, 30 times. maybe 20 times guaranteed, maybe 25 times. Cold wash 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry, won't lose shape, can't, long fibre, can't lose shape. It's been slept on, Daniel, for 17,000 hours. Now, the reason, why do I bring it with me? So when I get a question such as you're giving me right now, I can hold it up to the camera and you can make a judgment. Look at it. Look at the condition of it, Daniel. It's as close to perfection as you can possibly get. It really is a very special product. Normally £60. Tonight, £40. Money back guarantee if you're not pleased. Buy it and try it.
Well, do you know what? You're loving the pillows. A huge percentage of the stock's gone of the pillows. We class this as medium firm, to give you an idea. It just feels right. You're saving £20. Oh, a third of the stock of the pillow. We had a lot of these. That was a big stock. To get through a third already, grab it. Right, £40 for one of the pillows. And don't forget, because you might just go for one pillow today. 3 payments of £14.98 if you want it on paper. It's 654433. We love that. So yeah, as we mentioned, you can wash the pillows. You can also wash your duvet time and time again. We recommend 30 degrees. And actually, look at that, 230 thread count. That is the cotton cover. It feels lovely. It really, really does. It's beautiful. Do you know when you just clean your sheets and you've just made that fresh bed, then you have that bath or that shower, oh, you just go into bed and you appreciate that moment, don't you? You appreciate that. When you have Mulberry Silk, when you have these duvets or the pillow, it's like that and then some. It's glorious. It's gorgeous. And I don't use the term glorious because it sounds a bit... Anyway, but it's glorious. By the way, going back to the silk duvet, you can wash this time and time again, as we said, and also partly because it's box stitched in.
Yeah.
So the silk is anchored in place, so you don't get hot spots or cold spots.
I mentioned this earlier. The reason why we put this little zip on our duvets, there's 2 reasons. Number one, so once a customer has bought one, they can unzip it and they can look at the quality of the silk. Now, as you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, it's long fibre silk. Each strand is over 1 mile long. So that allows us to stitch it all the way around the perimeter. Now, it can take 2 skilled operators a day to a day and a half just to make one duvet. Once they've anchored it around the edge, they can pull it towards themselves and put these box cassettes in by machine.
That's brilliant.
So that means 2 things. When you sleep under it, the silk cannot shift. You get no cold spots. And when you wash it in the machine, it cannot clump up. And something we mentioned earlier, this duvet is light. It's not heavy and it's not puffy. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs 2.5 kilos. Now, very often, Charlie, when people get on in years, perhaps they're living on their own, unfortunately, maybe their partner has passed away and they're living on their own, they're not as strong as they used to be. You'll find 2 things. Number one, when you attempt to put this particular duvet into a top cover, one person can manage it with ridiculous ease because it's light and it's not puffy and heavy. And secondly, you'll also find that when you make the bed, as you mentioned it right at the beginning of the show, one of the viewers, I think, mentioned, when you make the bed, because it's light and flexible, you can make the bed in seconds.
In seconds, yeah. And our producer, literally my ear, says, oh, John, you're making the bed. I was like, Caroline said, oh, making the bed's brilliant. Because it looks like you spent ages doing that, but you're having to just go smooth, and the drape is beautiful. You can leave it as it is. You don't have to have a duvet cover if you don't want to, but if you do want to, we recommend 100% Egyptian cotton.
Nice cotton cover, good quality. Doesn't have to be Egyptian cotton, but good quality cotton.
Good quality cotton, because then you still get the benefits of the Mulberry Silk, of course.
But you don't need a cover.
No,
now, I sell these. I go 6, 7 times every year to Canada. We're a Canadian company. Our head office is in Vancouver. And I go to Vancouver to Toronto to sell these on Canadian television. And we've been selling them on Canadian television for 30-odd years. And very often in Canada and America, they call them comforters. and they don't put a top cover on because the quality of this cotton is so high. This is long fibre cotton, Charlie. Now, you might not know this. Some people will know this. Some people perhaps don't. So let me take 30 seconds to explain the difference. If you pick cotton using a mechanical device or a machine, cotton becomes stressed and it breaks, and you get short fibre cotton. If you pick it by hand, it's a much more gentle process. It doesn't stress and it doesn't break, and you get long fibre cotton. Now, long fibre cotton is softer, more luxurious. Ironically, although it's softer, it's stronger. It can be woven in a slightly different fashion. It's more breathable. It's simply more luxurious. And that's what we are using here. And remember, the filling within the top cover, AAA grade Mulberry silk. When you buy this product, please consider it to be an investment. Really an investment.
Yeah, it is.
You're buying something special. I mentioned a second ago, in my local supermarket, they're selling duvets, $7.99. They should be ashamed of themselves. Those duvets, well, you can't buy 2 cups of coffee for $7.99. When you buy cheap, you buy over and over and over again. This duvet is guaranteed for 10 years, minimum. The duvets in my bed at home are 37 years old. And when you buy them, you're going to fall in love with them. You don't sweat under them. They're easy to wash. They're luxury of the highest order.
Well, there you go. And you know what, honestly, this is something that, you know, it's just lovely to have. When you experience this for the first time, it's just that drape, where it just contours to your body. It feels beautiful. We've reached one of the busiest parts of the show. Could be the only duvet that you'll need to buy. It's your all-year-round duvet, machine washable. Dust mites can't survive on it, as we mentioned, so allergy sufferers love this too. But honestly, for me, the fact it's going to keep you nice and warm in the winter and nice and cosy, or nice and cool, I should say, going into the summer months. And we're in that period now. It's quite warm today where we are up in Manchester. But as we go through spring and summer, we're going to have more transitions now, aren't we? So this is going to be the perfect time to try your Mulberry Silk Duvet. If you like the king size, by the way, stock-wise, what was that? Or is it a lot? Right, oh, by the way, overall, a third of the stock's gone. Wow, the duvet's already, guys, well done. We have reached one of the busiest parts of the show. 10-year guarantee, you're saving money, but do you know what, let's remind you how easy it is to order live here on Shop on TV.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
We just had another surge. The duvets are flying. The pillows are ridiculously busy. Don't forget, if you want to go for the duvet, you can. You might want to get an extra couple of pillows. You might want to get some of the fancy, also luxurious Mulberry Silk pillowcase. We've got 4 different colour options there. You'll see them on the website, shopontv.co.uk. But I do think this could be one of the most important things you can buy. It's one of the most important shows I think we actually do here on Shop on TV, because if you're new to watching us, we're here every single day on ITV1 and also up in Scotland on STV and on YouTube and often behind the scenes in TikTok too. But it's not yours until you check out your baskets, OK? Do you know, quite often people think if they're new to shopping with us, when it's in your basket, oh, and breathe and relax. Well, no, please don't, because someone else can grab yours. When it gets busier and busier, when we head towards sellouts, it bottlenecks. In fact, it happened yesterday. We're over-allocated by dozens and dozens and dozens, so a lot of people missed out. Don't let that same thing happen tonight with Mulberry Silk Duvets. If you're tempted by it, if it's in your basket, then get it checked out and give it a go. It'll be sent to you via DPD. I didn't know that, actually. I love DPD. It's one of my favourite couriers. But honestly, you got peace of mind there.
Send out this morning.
Send out literally in a few hours. It's, what, about 1:30 in the morning. So later
7
on
hours
today.
from now, we'll start sending them out.
Wow, that's fantastic. You can't argue with that. So
24-hour delivery.
24-hour delivery. So literally in a few days, you could be having some of the best night's sleeps. You might. Now, look, obviously, I can't promise anything, but there are lots of factors that determine a good night's sleep. But I think it's fair to say that comfort is going to be one of them. Are you tossing and turning in the middle of the night? Do you find, are you a little bit too cold? Are you a little bit too hot? Does your other half like a higher tog, you like a lower tog? And honestly, then they start sleeping and you'll wake up in the middle of the night, you have broken sleep, you feel groggy the next day. Well, there's no tog ratings with Mulberry Silk. They're for other duvets, like your old, for example, the synthetic duvet. But with Mulberry Silk, all you worry about is the size. It's the single, double, the king or the super king. I know it takes a while to get your head around because you may be completely new to Mulberry Silk, but this is nature doing its thing, keeping you warm in the winter and nice and cool and comfortable as we transition to spring and those hotter months in the summer. It's your all year round duvet and the whole thing is machine washable. Now, if you go for the single, you're going to save £30. If you go for the double, you save £60. So please buy it during the show. Do not wait for prices to expire. The King, you're saving £60. The Super King, you're saving £60. Now, by the way, if you have got a double, obviously you might go for a double, but you might go for a King to just get that extra drape around the side of your bed. If you've got a King, you might want extra drapage by going for the Super King. But obviously, if you've got the King, you could go for the King. That's your preference there. But the King is the most popular size. In fact, a quarter of the total stock has already gone, and that actually had the bigger stock. So it's not slowing down. Now, for the saving, grab it. 10-year guarantee, grab it. Allergy sufferers, love it, because dust mites can't survive on Mulberry Silk. For me, it's the temperature regulation thing. But I love the way this feels. Yes, it's 100% triple A grade long fibre Mulberry Silk in the middle, and it's encased with a 230 thread count, and that's Egyptian cotton. It just feels, I wish you could feel this at home. I wish you could. Right, the first thing you do when you lay it on the bed, just do this. Oh, it feels beautiful. And when people feel this for the first time, oh, they go silent, they take a moment, because people imagine sleeping with this duvet, and you could be sleeping with this duvet, well, obviously you're a brand new one, literally in a few days' time. But if you're going to get one at some point, get it now whilst you're saving money. Regardless of what size you're getting, get it now whilst you save money. This is the big, big thing. Right. OK, well, the Mulberry Silk, you have just joined us. This is the Mulberry Silk duvet, and you can see it looks elegant there. You can leave it as it is. If you can actually put a pillow, a duvet case if you want to, or you can leave it as it is. So the single, the double, the king, or the Super King, whichever one you prefer. It's compact for easy storage. So yeah, this is your everyday duvet, but you might want to take it on a holiday with you. You might put it in your camper van. You might have it in your caravan. You might take it on a holiday homes. You might take it to hotels with you. Maybe put it in your put it in your suitcases. Our director just said in my ear, he takes it to a festival. How about, I mean, there's glamping, and then there's glamping with Mulberry Silk. Anyway, look, it's filled with triple A grade Mulberry Silk. A long fibre Mulberry Silk. It's 100% breathable. You can put it into your washing machine, wash it at 30 degrees, wash it time and time again. And because it's not a heavy, lofty, big, hot, sweaty duvet, it doesn't even take long to dry either. But it regulates your body's temperature. Single, double, king, or the Super King. If you're going for the single, that's 3 pence of £47.98. At the moment, we've got the double, the king. I still think that's going to be the first one to sell out. I reckon towards the end of the show we could be heading towards that if it carries on going like this. We've also got Super King in too. I would go for, if your budget allows, whilst you've got these savings, I'd go for a duvet, and if you can, not pressuring, but maybe think about going for a couple of pillows too, because these are also Mulberry Silk pillows, and these are also discounted. Normally £60, but you can see £40 on the You May Like. Go to shopontv.co.uk, click live deals, scroll down, you'll see the duvet, you'll see the pillows, you'll see the pillowcases there. But if you prefer to speak to somebody live, because I know it's late, dial the number. It's 03333 241 241. When you dial the number, it's not some automated bot or AI thing. You actually speak to somebody live and they guide you through the process, make sure you're happy, and you'll have this literally in a few days. It's so good. 2-year guarantee on the pillows, 10-year guarantee on the duvets. Give it a try. Got nothing to lose. I don't think you have. Ray, one of the busiest parts of the show we've reached now. Joel, we've got the details for the duvet on the side of your screen. Should we go right the way back for those who have just joined us?
Well, it might interest the viewers to know how we get the silk, because there is a process. Now, what we do, we take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. And we place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room, and we keep it there for 35, 36 days. Now, we feed the worm exclusively on mulberry leaves. It will eat 10,000 times its own body weight in mulberry leaves, and its body weight will increase tenfold. Now, after 35, 36 days, the worm kicks the cocoon off. That's a little cocoon I have in my finger. On that cocoon, there is at least 1 mile of silk, unbroken, in one long piece. So we place that in tepid water. All the silk floats off in one piece. Now we take the silk, we wash it, we stretch it, and we stitch it all the way around the perimeter. We anchor it so it cannot move. And once it's been anchored around the edge, we pull it towards ourselves, we put these box cassettes in, so the silk cannot move. Now when you sleep under it, you're sleeping under a complete covering of silk that will keep you warm in the winter and keep you cool in the summer. Now people say to me, how is that possible? How can it possibly keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer? Well, there's only one person who knows, that's Mother Nature. She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. But I can assure you, it's a fact of life. Silk reverses hot and cold. Wash at a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Now, one of the problems we have, once we start processing the silk, we constantly run out of the quality of silk that we need. This little cocoon, right, the worm has been fed in mulberry leaves. Now, if we use, there's 3 different colors of mulberry leaves, red, black, and white. If you feed the worm in red and black mulberry leaves, you get very high quality mulberry silk, Charlie. But if you feed it on the white mulberry leaf, you suddenly take a jump up. You get AAA grade mulberry silk. And I would advise any viewer watching, for their own peace of mind, if they're thinking about buying one of these duvets, to go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk. And they will tell you, within the silk industry, mulberry is considered to be the king of silks. We are using AAA grade, top of the tree. Here's the problem. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf, it's only available in any commercial quantity in central and eastern China. So we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. It's limited, our supply. Read the label. When you're buying anything silk, read the label. And we stress that everything is in this duvet is 100% made by the official mulberry company, and is long-fibre mulberry silk, nothing else. You're buying the best of the best.
John, well, you mentioned it's an investment, isn't it? And
yeah.
You know, that stayed with me, that, because it truly is. And, you know, I mean, they say, don't they, we spend, what, about 1/3 of our lives in bed or something, isn't it? Or in asleep.
The average person, I read this about a few months ago, if you're born today in the United Kingdom A man can expect to live 78 years, a woman 81 years. So let's say 80 years.
Yeah.
That means you're going to spend 26 years of your life in bed.
Wow, never thought of it like that. Wow.
See, when you say
So
a
for the
third,
sake of a couple hundred quid, yeah,
when you
that's
say a
what it
third of
is.
your life, it slips over people's head, I think. But when you say 26 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, this is it.
Right. So why don't you buy something that will give you total and complete comfort? That's the claim we are making. It's a big claim, but we're backing it up with a 10-year warranty and a bulletproof, unconditional, no-nonsense money-back guarantee. It's in our interest to make a duvet that you want to keep. If you send it back, we have to destroy it. We have to throw it in the bin. Every year, the amount of duvets we get sent back, we sell tens of thousands in the United Kingdom. The amount we get sent back would fit into a supermarket trolley. Less than a handful out of tens of thousands. You can buy this with total and complete confidence. Dust mite free, allergy board approved, machine washable. And remember, where I live, there's an old saying, a pound saved is a pound earned. Everything we're offering this morning, we're offering at a price which is slightly less than we were charging when we first started selling these in the United Kingdom on television 23 years ago. So the price has come down, the quality has stayed static, the same. It's a bargain in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, and you know what? I honestly think this is the perfect time to get it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, because of the saving, but also because of the time of the year. You know, before we know it, it's going to be those hotter months. And
Today
do you
is
remember when we had 40-degree day? Was it a
Well,
few
you know,
years ago?
today I was
couldn't
listening to the weather for. I'm sorry to interrupt you,
No,
Charlie.
not at all. Yeah.
I was listening to the weather forecast.
Right.
It's 5 o'clock before I left. I live in Glasgow, and in the 5 o'clock news, and today is going to be officially the hottest day of the year.
Right.
It's going to be 20 degrees. Yesterday, where I live, it was 7 degrees. So the weather does fluctuate in the United
it does,
Kingdom.
yeah.
So it makes sense to have a duvet that fluctuates with the weather.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this self-reflects. It's a low conductor of silk. Is a low conductor of
that
heat.
takes a while for people to get their head around, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Because we're used to having a lower tog for this, a higher tog
No
for...
tog rating with
there's
silk.
no tog rating with
Because
this. It's
silk
just
is a
one
low
duvet.
conductor of heat. If you share a bed with someone who overheats and sweats, this is the duvet for you. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Buy yourself one. It'll change your life as far as sleep is concerned.
Could well do, yeah.
Oh, not could well, will.
Yeah,
definitely. In my opinion, definitely.
Well, there you go.
And this is, my opinions are based, I'm in a very fortunate position. For 200 days of every year, you'll find me at an exhibition somewhere, sitting behind a stand, doing my best to sell silk duvets. I've been doing that for 37 years. So I've got a fairly good idea of what the public like and they dislike as far as bedding is concerned. And the biggest problem people have, the thing they dislike most of all, the biggest problem people have, they get too hot in bed, not too cold. They're waking up, Charlie,
That's me.
4 o'clock in the
That
morning.
is me.
Duvet off, duvet on,
I'm
duvet
exhausted
off,
the
duvet
next
on.
day.
Now they're awake when they should be asleep. Duvets, silk stops that happening.
This is it. Do you know what? And I clock watch as well. One minute it's 1 a.m. and then it's 2. And then it's like, then I'm on my phone, I'm hot, and then it's like 3, 4 a.m. And honestly, I hate it. And I feel groggy the next day.
That's
Honestly.
another funny thing you mentioned that. This is just coming back to me as we talk.
Right.
You know, when people get to my age as they get old, most people will get up to spend a penny maybe once or twice during the night. Now, with silk, this is very important. When you go back to bed and you get under the silk duvet, this gentle heat is instant. When you're sleeping under man-made fibers, the heat, which builds up, it takes 15, 20 minutes for it to start to build up again. But with silk, it's a low conductor of heat. It retains heat and builds up a gentle heat, so you get to sleep quicker.
Yeah, this is it.
And that's not silly sales talk, Charlie.
No,
that's a fact. I forgot to mention that. Just when you mentioned the fact, a lot of people do what you do. They go back to bed and they lie awake.
Oh.
You know, silk helps you get back to sleep quicker.
Because I don't want a heavy, sweaty duvet in some. Honestly, you wake up just like clammy and horrible.
In each duvet, that little cocoon,
yeah,
there's a mile to a mile and a half of silk on it. There's roughly 6,000 of those in every duvet, 2,000 in every pillow.
Well, we talked about the fact it's moisture wicking. So if you wake up a bit sweaty, a bit clammy, honestly, that is unpleasant, isn't it?
Yes.
This is moisture wicking. And also, we'll talk about bacteria for a second, because bacteria needs moisture to survive, doesn't it? So if we're wicking that away, it stands to reason, less bacteria, is that?
It's quite simple. It's allergy board approved.
Yeah, of course.
They test it. Charlie, if you see any product, not only my product, if you see any product with the allergy board certificate on it, it's been tested to the highest standards.
Wow.
This is the only duvet currently being sold anywhere in the United Kingdom, silk duvet, with the allergy board certificate. And we have that certificate for 36, 37 countries.
Wow.
Not only the United Kingdom. We trade internationally throughout Europe. You know, when we first started selling duvets, we were a Canadian company. We had a tiny little office in a back street in Vancouver. And we started selling duvets 36, 37 years ago. Now we export all over the world. And the reason why we're so successful, quality. Absolutely nothing beats quality. Nothing. No. What I found out, and I'm getting on in years, as I go on in years, I know I've found out, when you buy cheap, you buy 2 or 3 times. When you buy, if a thing costs a little bit more, it's because it's better. 99 times out of 100.
Yeah, honestly.
Simple as that.
And you know what? I didn't used to follow that, but the older I get, the more I do. It really, really is.
Yeah.
And you know, I never used to learn from that, but now at 40, I've learned that. So best late than never. It's worth every
Charlie,
single penny.
I'm double 40, then some.
Right.
So I can assure you, the older you get, you'll know. Nothing beats quality.
No, nothing beats quality, does it?
We estimate the life of this duvet, it will last you the best part of your adult life. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. And my wife washes them on average 3 or 4 times a year, 3 times a year guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And honestly, so you've got the Allergy UK certificate of approval there. And do you know what? You've got the guarantee there. I mean, it's quite, when I buy a duvet, I never really thought about guarantee. I just didn't think it was a thing. 10 years. 10-year guarantee with a duvet. You've got nothing to lose by trying this. But just think, in a few days, you're going to be sleeping with one of these duvets if you order it right now. And it could be one of the best night's sleeps you have. Are you curious about that? How this is going to help you or your other half, or maybe buy it for your kids, who knows? Or for the guest bedroom, because, you know, it's nice to know that, you know, when the guests stay around, how did you sleep? It's nice for you to hear as well if they say, oh, I slept brilliantly, that bed's comfortable. It's a good feeling, isn't it? It's nice to be, it's nice to offer good hospitality, isn't it? But do you know what? Which size would you like? We are getting through the stock now. We've got all the sizes available at the moment. Sometimes previous shows we haven't managed to get them all back. Now, we've got the single. You're saving £30 if you go for the single. This is why, get this now, you're saving money. Normally £169, it's now £139, or 3 payments of £47.98. Flying out for the single, OK? Right, now, we've also got the double on the show too. We're going to give the details for the double. Yeah, you're loving the double too. Obviously, a very popular size, obviously, for the beds. Oh, by the way, these are standard UK sizes, because don't worry about any of that, standard UK sizes. Right, yeah, 200 by 200 centimetres. It's 212998. That's for your double. Or, look, if you just go to the website or give our call centre a ring, whatever's best for you. Right, now, 40% of the king has gone. That is just going like this. If it carries on going, I'm looking at the time now, we've got about an hour and 50 minutes left. It's touch and go whether the king is going to last the end of the show. If you want the king, I would not wait much more. Now that I've said that, people are just bottlenecks. So £199, you're saving 60. Yeah, you're saving £60, aren't you, if you go for the king? Well, look, put it this way: if you go for the single, you're saving £30. If you go for the double or the king or the super king, you're going to save £60 on either of those three. So, and you can see the prices right here actually too. So, you know, if you go for the king, yeah, £259, £199 for the king is excellent. Right, do you know what? It sounds like lots of you are maybe up early, maybe you're a night shift worker, or maybe you're about to go to bed because it is 1:45 in the morning. It sounds like lots of you are about to move on because lots of you are checking out. Just a heads up for you, if you want to really kit yourself out, if you really want to really embrace the benefits of Mulberry Silk, add in a couple of pillows. Go for it, try. This is like a medium firm, so that should give you an idea. It's just right. People say they're just right, but for me, it's the Mulberry Silk benefits because I wake up sometimes with a clammy neck, you know, feel a bit like your hair feels a bit damp, doesn't it? Well, Mulberry Silk is moisture wicking. It keeps yourself nice and cool. Put it this way, if you're one of those individuals, maybe you sleep, you put your head on your pillow, oh, I feel a bit hot, and then you move it around, oh, I've had a cool patch. Oh, then that gets hot a few minutes later, doesn't it? Then you're moving it around, and then you fold it, you're trying to find that cool position. Well, Mulberry Silk, it helps to keep you cool, it helps to keep you warm in the winter. If what I just said resonates with you, go for it. Absolutely go for it. You're saving money too. It's normally £60. It's lowered to 40. Right, it's only at 40 here, by the way, too. So shop on TV. You can't get anywhere else at £40, Ray?
What we do, Charlie, we only, whatever country we trade in 37 countries. We don't supply shops at all. Now, by doing that, we can keep the price low. Normally, when you have a product like this ready to be sold to the public, you manufacture it, so now you have to sell it. So it normally goes to a distributor, who then sells it to a wholesaler,
right, I understand.
who then sells it to a retailer or a shopkeeper. Now, each one of those people add on a margin of profit. They're not doing anything wrong. They're honest people trying to make a living, but they do add on a margin of profit. Now, we eliminate those three people. We have one partner, we call them partners, in every country. Shop and TV are our partner in this country. The buyers are very tenacious. They're good at their job. They are. They are, I can assure you.
They want
I deal with them. I know they're tenacious, right? They buy very large quantities at a very special price, a low price, and then they pass the saving on to the viewer. Now, the only other person you can buy this pillow from, apart from Shop and TV, is myself. Shop and TV buy them from me. I sell them on my website for £60 each and £5 postage. Now, to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That is the true value of this pillow, £60. You can buy them this morning for 40. Now, here's the reason why you should buy them. Every single year in Britain, this figure will horrify you. I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to mention it again. Every year in Britain, 10 million cheap, nasty, horrible pillows end up in landfill. If you think I'm exaggerating, check that figure on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia. It's an estimate that 10 million end up in landfill every year. This pillow, if you were to cut it open, in the middle you have we're not trying to hoodwink anyone. In the middle you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you some support for your neck and shoulders, to give you comfort. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer of AAA grade long fibre Mulberry silk, considered by the silk industry to be the king of silks, the king of silks. That's the word they use to describe it. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, long fibre, 230 thread count. It's Allergy board approved. Here's the certificate to prove it. No dust mites in silk. When dust mites come near silk, they pack a bag, they emigrate. Dust mites, they estimate at any given time in a pillow, there's 1 million dust mites. Now, Charlie, the lifespan of a dust mite is 10 weeks. It dies after 10 weeks. So in the average pillow, in a year, there'll be 5 million dust mites. And what passes through their body before they die is in the pillow.
Right.
It's estimated the average pillow doubles in weight in 3 or 4 years in dead dust mites. In this pillow, Allergy Board approved, that's not Charlie saying it, that's not Raymond saying it. Look, tells you here, dust mites do not like silk, simple. Anybody with allergies, this is the duvet for you. Wash it in the machine as often as you want.
But the whole pillow? Just...
The whole pillow. Now, this one I'm holding up, when I come to the studio here in Manchester, I bring this pillow with me. I bring it so the customer or potential customer can look at it and make a judgment. This is the pillow I sleep on at home. It's 6 years old. It's been slept on for roughly 17,000 hours. It's been washed, I would say, 25 times. It cannot and will not lose shape. You're buying them this morning, £20 less than you would normally pay. Any orders you place this morning, we will start to send them out this morning, 8 o'clock, DPD. You'll have them within 24 hours. And if you're not delighted, we will refund your money. Now, here's the interesting thing. When we first started selling this pillow, right, in the first 13 months in Britain here, forget about all the other countries, just in Britain, we sold 86,000 pillows. We got 19 returned out of 86,000.
Incredible.
We gave the public the chance of having their money back. No arguing. They said, no, thank you. We're going to keep the pillow, you keep the money. But do remember, the ordinary everyday pillows, the cheap, nasty ones, they end up being expensive because you throw them in the landfill and you repeat them and you repeat them and you repeat them. We estimate this pillow will last you the best part of your adult life. Head won't get hot on it, no dust mites, you don't sweat, and you can have your money back if you don't like it.
That says so much.
It's wonderful.
86,000, only 19 people.
And you know, the Bedding Association reckon, to put that in perspective,
really
you know, here's the interesting thing, Charlie. This is a fact, and I'm sure most of the viewers know this. If you buy a pillow, say you see them in the supermarket, 2 for £10, so you take a chance, you buy them. You soon find out they're useless. You take them back to the supermarket. Say, can I have my money back? This is what they'll say. Sorry, under the Health and Hygiene Act, we're not allowed to take them back because they have to destroy them. They're not allowed to sell them again. They have to destroy them. Charities won't take them back. The Salvation Army won't take them back. What they tell you, take them to the local cat and dog home and they'll make dog beds out of them. But the point is, you've spent £10 and a couple of junk pillows and you've wasted your money. You cannot waste your money in this. If you buy it and you don't like it, and that's virtually impossible, I am telling you now, in front of the camera, apart from shop and TV, I'll make sure your money's refunded with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, bulletproof money-back guarantee. That's why we sell so many.
Oh, I really appreciate that. We really do. We thank you because, again, I just think this is such an important show. By the way, also, just briefly, just be wary as well, because if you are doing research online, some things that are sold as silk can be like a blend. You know, you get various different levels and qualities of silk. So just be wary of that.
You're quite right to bring that up. What they do, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie's quite right to bring this up. An awful lot of companies do this. It's horrible, really. They get cotton, polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk, and they add a small quantity of silk to a large quantity of man-made fibers so they get a higher profit. Now, that cannot happen with us. You hear me saying all the time, read the label. All of our contact details are on the label. We do that for a reason. 25 to 35% of all the business we get every year is repeat orders from customers. Say tonight you buy a pillow. 6 months from now you want a duvet. This is where you contact us. We're not running away, we're not hiding. We're there to be shot at. If you buy anything from us and you're not thrilled, instant refund. And everything is made by the official Mulberry Silk.
Yeah.
Do you know,
We've
Charlie,
had a few emails asking about that.
Charlie,
so I
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I mention this on TV very often. The law in Britain is horrible, really. They allow you to put a label on saying silk, and there can be as little as 10% silk in the product.
10%?
10%.
Oh, so
son,
bear that in mind if you're shopping around.
My
folks,
son Martin, 2 Christmases ago, went into the largest shopping centre in Glasgow, where I live, to buy a dressing gown for his mum. Now, he went to a company who I respect tremendously. They have got a marvellous reputation for making quality products. They were selling silk duvets. Listen to this, Charlie. For a king-size duvet, Martin, my son, went and checked this out. He read the label.
Right.
For a king-size duvet, they were charging £512. Now, that's bad enough. But when he read the label, there was only 12% silk in it. The rest was polyester.
Oh, please don't do that.
These are 100%.
Please don't do that.
That's the difference.
It really is. We've reached another busy part of the show. The pillows, yeah, £40, normally £60, but now it's 40. 3 payments of £14.98. If you have just joined us, by the way, we're going to go through all the deals very shortly. But by the way, when you go to the website, here's how you can order. So just click that button there. It's just live on air. And then when you scroll down, you will see all of the live deals we've got there for you. So there's the duvet, there's the pillows, there's the pillowcases. Yeah, we've got plenty to go around at the moment with the pillowcases. But yeah, I go for the Arctic, the Sage, one of my favourites. We've got 4 different colour options for you. So add as many as you need to your basket and get them checked out. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant value for money. Now, don't hang around if you've got them in your basket. It's not yours until you check out. So if you've got it sitting in there, because some places you shop, some online stores, when you've got it in your basket, it's reserved. It doesn't work like that here because we're live on ITV1 and across in Scotland. We get through a lot of stock very, very quickly. Now, when it comes back to the duvets, don't forget the pillows. We're going to be looking at those shortly. But the duvets, a lot of the stock has now gone. I reckon shortly we're going to be heading towards about half of it. So, guys, if you're tempted by it, do not hang around. You're going to save £30 if you go for the single. If you go for the double or the king or the super king, you've got even bigger discounts. You get £60 off each of one of those. So get as many as you want for the guest bedroom, for your master bedroom, for your kids' rooms, wherever it is. It's for all ages, really. Dial the number 03333 241 241. But like I said, you can go on the website, which is the quickest way to order. Any more emails, by the way, keep them coming through. There's no such thing as silly questions. If you've never heard of Mulberry Silk before, or maybe you just want some general advice, then absolutely, that's why we're live, guys, to help answer your questions at home. But when it comes to the duvets, do you know what? You get a lot of great feedback. We get so much good reviews. What's the most common feedback you think you get with this?
First of all, I think the most common feedback, you must understand, as I mentioned earlier, for 200 days of every year, I'm exhibiting at an exhibition somewhere in the United Kingdom. We exhibit at every major exhibition in the United Kingdom for the last 67 years. And for 37 of those years, I've been selling silk duvets. Now, when I reserve a stand at an exhibition, I ask the organizer, I say I want exactly the same location every year so the public know where to find me, right? Now, I'm going around about the houses to answer your question.
No, I understand.
Right, because I'm in the same location, people who come to the show every year say the Great Yorkshire Show, people come every year to the show, and they come up to our stand, and the first thing they say to me, they say, you know, I've been watching you at this show for years.
Yeah.
Year in, year out, I see you, and I'm tempted. And eventually they buy one. And then a year or two later, they come back and they say, you know, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I wish I had bought it years ago.
You've heard that, yeah.
That's the first reaction.
Don't delay it.
Now, I would say to any customer who's watching, sitting up watching, if you're sitting on the fence and you think, should I not? Please, take the plunge, buy it, try it. That's all we're asking. Any lady wanting one of these to put on the bed tomorrow or the next day, you'll have it delivered within 24 hours. When you buy it, it's not like a husband. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep it. You can send this back and you can have your money back. So the answer to Charlie's question is quite simple. The biggest reaction we get is when people touch it, put their hand on it. When we're at a live presentation, you can see the shock on their face, the quality of the fabric. The word we use a lot when we're talking in television is quality, quality, quality. This is quality that is absolutely sky high. You cannot get quality like this in the regular everyday shop. This is made to a standard that is simply phenomenal, backed by the wonderful Allergy Board certificate and a 10-year guarantee. And I must tell you, when you buy it, you're going to love it. Simple as that.
You're bound to. And Joe, we get such good feedback, and people have personally told me, in fact, the most common feedback I've back is, I'm never too hot. I'm never too cold. I'm just right. Don't forget, this is your all-year-round duvet. So this is the only duvet you need for all the seasons, for years and years and years and years and years to come. But do you know what? These are other features. It's brilliant for allergy sufferers because dust mites cannot survive on Mulberry Silk. And that's a big box tick there. It's compact for easy storage. So if you are taking it away, caravans, holiday homes, caravans, it's going to be vacations, people take it away with them in suitcases and all sorts, because it is compact. It's filled, here's a big thing, with 100% long-fibre, AAA grade Mulberry silk, some of the best silk that money can buy.
The king of silks.
The king of silks.
If you go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, ladies and gentlemen, remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet or a pillow. They're simply answering a question. This is what they will tell you, word for word. This is what Google will tell you. Within the silk industry, Mulberry is considered to be the king of silks. And that's an interesting word, king. There can only be one king, Charlie.
Yep.
Some would love to be king. No, one king. And within the silk industry is Mulberry. And we're using AAA, the best of the best.
Well, do you know what? And this is what people say. And it's funny, lots of people do say, I wish I'd got one sooner. Don't wait any longer. Don't have one more night with that old duvet. And you know, I honestly think this is, yes, it's a good time to buy it because you're getting the savings, but also the time of the year, it's going to get warmer. And do you know what? When it gets to the summer months, that's where I struggle the most. I love summer, but not when it comes to sleeping. It's my least favourite time of the year for sleep.
You're quite right.
You know?
Now, Charlie, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
But I must tell you this. This is a fact. Now, the public may think I'm dreaming when I say this. We're in a fortunate position. We sell lots of duvets. I'm not being boastful when I say that. It's simply a fact. But here's the interesting thing. You made a point, Charlie. We sell slightly more duvets in the summer, just slightly more, than we do in the winter.
I get that.
Because in the summer, people overheat, and they throw the duvet off in the middle of the night, and 10 minutes after they throw it off, they're cold. They have that cold sweat in their body.
Oh, it's awful.
So they pull it back on. And so it's duvet off, duvet on, duvet on. Now remember, and again, check this on a computer, these facts that I keep telling you, these are something which I haven't made up. They are facts. Silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So coming into the summer months, this is when you should be buying a silk duvet.
It is. It totally is, isn't it? And do you know what? Also, remember, if you're buying one now, you've got a saving. You're saving money. This is top quality. Quality. And if you wonder, well, how can we get these savings, these prices? Well, we get through a lot of stock very quickly, and Ray sends them to you directly. It's a great system. It works. Everyone, all parties involved are happy, including you guys at home. We get so much good feedback, and thank you. 3 payments of £74.65. That's your, you only pay one of those today if you choose PayPal Pay in 3. Lots of you are calling too, so do dial the number. When you dial the number, go through to our call centre. You actually speak to a person live, which is always nice. 03333 241 241. We may have small queues on the phones now, but hang on in there. We will get to you. Now, if you are on the website, we've actually had some people asking, how do we sign up? Well, let's go through the process. So this is shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your tablet, your laptop, whichever works for you. Just click the button there live on air, scroll down, and then you can select whichever duvet you like. So now the double, by the way, you're loving that size. These are all UK standard sizes, by the way. So that's a big box ticked, isn't it? You're not going to be caught out with odd shapes and sizes. Now, it's not yours until you check out. Please don't forget that. It's not reserved in your basket. When you check out, then it's yours, and you're going to have this in a few days. Now, if you want to register an account with us, go for it. I think Stephen's actually been asking. Stephen, hello, my friend. Hope you're well in the early hours of the morning. Well, you can sign in if you're a returning customer, but if you are brand new like Steve, you can create an account. Or if you don't want to do that, guys, just continue as a guest, whatever works for you. Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal, all the rest of it. Do not worry, whatever's best for you. But please do not, firstly, miss out on the benefits of Mulberry Silk, because it could be one of the best things you buy for yourself. And you are going to get that saving regardless of which size duvet you buy. If you get a pillow, well, you're getting that £20 off too on your pillows. When it comes to the duvets, I think we're going to be around the 50% mark gone. We're around half of the stock gone. We've still got just under an hour left on this show. So if you're tempted by it, go for it. Half the stock's gone now, the duvets. And it gets to this part of the show where people have been watching, they're making their mind up, and people are checking out. It's getting busier and busier and busier. It's normally the case. I've been in shop and tell you for a while. It's normally the case, to be honest with you, because I like to sit down, watch the show, make my decision, and there you go. Check out 3 payments of £47.98 if you want to go for the silk duvet. That's for the single, okay? So the single, the double, the king, or the super king. If you want to go for the pillows, we got you covered there too. If you want fancy Mulberry Silk pillowcases, we've got 4 different colours for you too. They look beautiful. I love the lustre. In fact, you know what? I'm going to be cheeky here. I've gone off-piste. Look at that. It looks beautiful. How about that? If you're going for the duvet, go for a couple of pillows, add in some of the Mulberry Silk pillowcases. We've got 4 different colours. They are beautiful. But back to, yeah, we'll get the pillowcase on the you may like. But when it comes to... the pillows on the you may like. But there we go. This is also now the silk duvet. Right, when it comes to getting that good night's sleep, again, comfort is so important, regardless of what time of the year it is. Maybe you're a bit too hot, you're a bit too cold. Maybe you're the house, a bit too hot, maybe too cold. Maybe you have debates, oh, I want this tog, no, I want that tog, I prefer a heavy one, I prefer a lighter one. I'm sure there's lots of married couples or couples around the country having those conversations, especially when we transition into different
You know,
seasons.
Charlie, you're quite right to bring that up. Very often it happens, one person, if you're sharing a bed, 2 different people, one likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. My wife, even in the winter, would like to sleep with the bedroom window slightly open. I would like it closed, but she would like it slightly open. So obviously, we have it slightly open. As simple as that, because she's the boss, right? I've been married for 48 years, and I just do as I'm told, right? So people who like a different temperature in bed, one likes it warm, one likes it less warm. You can both sleep under a silk duvet. It self-reflects. It's a low conductor of heat, and you'll both be perfectly comfortable. And I keep stressing this. Any lady who's going through the menopause, don't think twice. buy one immediately, sleep under it and try it, you will be absolutely delighted. It wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Hot sweat, cold sweats, it's the best thing you've ever had. This is a very, very special product. It's not an ordinary duvet. You can buy ordinary duvets in any regular supermarket. These you can only buy from Shop and TV. We don't supply shops.
Well, and that's why we get such a good price.
Yeah.
Ray, thank you so much again for that. We have got just under an hour left on the show. Any more questions, keep them coming through. Or if you've already got one of these Mulberry Silk duvets, or the pillows, or the pillowcases, what would you say to someone else who's on the fence? Why would you recommend this personally? We'd love to hear if you've got time to email us in. But when it comes to a show like this, I think it is so important. And do you know what? If you get one of these and it gives you the best night's sleeps, if this changes the way you sleep and you think, oh, that only cost me, what, £199? Imagine spending £199 that can give you that good night's sleep every single night, because it could do, it really could do. We know how important comfort is, and there are lots of factors that determine night's sleep, some of them we can't help with, but when it comes to comfort, we really can help with that. So even if it's just one factor that we can tick off and get sorted between us right now, live here on ITV1, then this is going to be a really, really good moment. I'm not being over the top, it really could be. The feedback we get is just extraordinary with Mulberry Silk duvets and the pillows. If you are going for a duvet, go for it. If you go for one thing tonight, it might be a duvet, it might be one pillow. You might go for lots if you are actually going for the duvets and you're adding in a couple of pillows there too. So whichever works for you and your budget. Don't forget, if it's one item or 3 or 4 items, you can spread the total cost of your basket using PayPal Pay in 3. So if that helps, then do bear that in mind. I just don't want you to miss out on these savings. So there are the duvets. We've got all the sizes in stock at the moment, but I still think the first ones to sell out will be that king. Right, now, when it comes to the pillows, we had a look at the stock level. We had a deep stock here because we try to get as many as we can for pillows because they go crazy. Now, stock-wise, about 40% of the stock's already gone of the pillows, and it's not slowing down. It sounds like it's getting busier and busier. Well, when it comes to the pillows, Ray, it's Mulberry Silk around the front and the back.
Well, if we tell you on the label, Charlie, exactly what's in these pillows. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone, right? If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. That's there to give you support for your neck and your shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer of AAA grade, long fibre Mulberry silk. It's not little pieces of silk chopped up and thrown in any haphazard fashion. It's long fibre silk. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. So that's luxury. Now, that's exactly how this pillow is put together. You can wash this pillow as often as you want. The one I'm holding up is the one I sleep on at home. When I come to the studio here in Manchester, I bring it with me. So I can hold it up to the camera and the viewer, the potential customer, can look at it and make a judgment. Just look at the condition of it. It's been washed at least 20 to 25 times. Wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. It's Allergy Board approved. That's not me saying that. That's not Charlie saying it. Here's the Allergy Board certificate, Allergy Board approved, dust mite free. So anybody with allergies, this is definitely the pillow for you. It's a wonderful pillow at an affordable price. You can only buy this pillow from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. When you buy it from me and my website, they're £60 each and £5 postage. And to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That's the value, the true value of this pillow. Shop and TV buy very large quantities at an affordable price, and then they do something wonderful. They pass the saving on to the viewer. You can get them from Shop and TV, not for £60, for £40. Now they're sold with a no-nonsense money-back guarantee. Don't like it? Don't keep it. Simply lift the telephone, make a phone call, and we'll refund your money instantly. It's a medium firm support pillow. This one is 6 years old. It's been slept on for 17,000 hours. Just look at the condition of it. Dust mite free. All you have to do is try it. If you don't like it, you can have your money back. Simple.
And honestly, you can't ask for anything more than
you can't.
that. So you've got nothing to lose. If you're sat at home and you're curious how this can help you sleep,
Do you know, Charlie,
give it a try. Try it.
We mentioned earlier, anybody who may have just come in, just switched on the television. Every year in Britain, 10 million, this is a fact, 10 million cheap and nasty pillows end up in landfill. Now, I haven't made that figure up. Check it out on your computer, Google, Wikipedia. We're here in Manchester. This studio is in Manchester. 6 or 7 months ago, I was in one of the largest retailers of pillows in the United Kingdom. They had a mountain of pillows for sale. Not 1 or 2 dozen, hundreds on pallets stacked up to the ceiling. They were £6 each, these pillows, £6. And they were filled with recycled plastic bottles. You know, when you get a bottle of water, you drink it, it's empty. They'd ground down the plastic, used it as a filling for a pillow. Now, in my opinion, I don't think that's a very good pillow.
Deserve more than
That's
that.
just my opinion.
Yeah.
What would you rather sleep on? A pillow that's filled with recycled plastic, or a pillow that's filled with the most famous fabric in the world, silk, with a money-back guarantee?
And I mean, it's appealing, isn't it? And you know what? We class this as a medium soft pillow. So it's just an all-rounder.
Medium firms support pillow.
Support pillow.
Yeah.
It's all-rounder. Honestly, people, it just cradles your head. It just feels right. So whether you're a back sleeper, a side sleeper.
I'm a side sleeper.
And people, regardless of what position people
I
have, they
sleep,
get well.
what I do, I sleep with one arm up like this, the pillow between my arm and my head.
Oh, I do that.
And I sleep that way. But my wife sleeps flat on her back like that. Doesn't matter which way you sleep. This pillow is, Charlie, is simply luxury.
Yeah, it's luxury, honestly. And as soon as you touch this, at least you know, you can feel that luxury. Well, normally £60. At the moment, if you can buy it today, what's the time? It's about 20 past 2 in the morning. But look, it's time to get a deal. Save that £20. And if you want to get this on PayPal, pay in 3, you can do. It's 3 payments of £14.38. And don't forget, on the outer cover there, you've got that 230 thread count. So it's 654-433 for your item number. Now, if you need to shop with us, you go to the website shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item number at the top. So, yeah, when you go to the website, this is the landing page. So you can type in the item number at the top, right there, or just click on live on air. That's what I do, to be honest with you. It's easier. Scroll down and you'll see the lineup of deals we've got on this live show on ITV1 and STV. The Mulberry Silk pillow, that's what we're focusing on at the moment. We're going to talk about the duvet shortly as well. But the Mulberry Silk pillow, look, you're saving £20. It is a brilliant, brilliant buy. People swear by this. You get a 2-year guarantee on the pillow. Try and find a pillow with a 2-year guarantee. It's quite a struggle. 3 payments of £13.32. So if you just buy one pillow for yourself today, including your postage and packaging, that's £13.32 today. And that will be delivered to your door literally in a few days. Maybe in within 48 hours. Guys, it's a really, really good opportunity. It's really good. It could be one of the best things you buy for yourself in years to come. What if it is something this simple? Maybe you're thinking, oh, I just don't sleep well at the moment. It could be a number of factors, granted, of course. I can't promise anything. But what if it is your pillow?
Well,
you know, what if it is your duvet?
You know, Charlie,
it's the process of elimination. It's worth going for that reason.
And you know, the interesting thing is, I've been selling stuff on television for an awful lot of years, and I always judge the success of any product not on how many we sell, but how many we get returned.
Yeah, it's a big point.
It's a
good
very
point.
valid point.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the Bedding Association reckon, and they're knowledgeable people, they know what they're talking about, they're clever people. They estimate if all pillows in Britain were sold with a money-back guarantee, the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. Because there's so many cheap and nasty ones available. When we first started selling this pillow on television 6 years ago, we offered it, and we do the same this morning, with a no-nonsense money-back guarantee. We didn't get 60 or 65% return, Charlie. We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000. Now, anybody perhaps watching and they're thinking to themselves, should I buy one or two? Should I not? Surely to goodness, that'll help put your mind at ease. When 85,981 people out of 86,000 keep the pillow out of 86, well, surely it tells you something.
Yeah, it does. It totally does, doesn't it? And it says a lot. And you know, the amount of people that buy this, the amount of reviews we get, also say a lot. It just feels so lovely. And if you're right, 60% of the stocks are gone. 60% has gone of the pillows. That is a big amount of stock. We have got through a lot.
That's
tonight.
a mountain of stock.
It's a mountain of stock. I won't lie, Mulberry Silk is always a popular show here on Shop on TV. It's one of the biggest brands we feature here on ITV1 and STV. This show is turning out to be certainly one of the busiest shows that I've been a part of with Ray. So that is all about the pillow. Do you know what? You can just sleep on it as is because you can wash them. But if I were you, if you can, I'll go for the pillowcases. Go for these because these are beautiful. Look at that luster. Now, there are benefits, physical benefits, I would say, to Mulberry Silk. But firstly, I just love that appearance. It's that pearlescence. It's that gorgeous, gorgeous luster, that luxury, that boutique hotel, that five-star hotel that I get reminded of when I look at these
That's the colour we have at home. That's beautiful.
The Arctic, the
absolutely
blue.
Beautiful on the bed.
Do you know what? And do you know what? This isn't just scatter cushions, are they? This is something you're going to actually be using to sleep with. But they just look so expensive. Honestly, I don't think people believe you when you spent £35 on a 100% Mulberry Silk pillowcase. People, I'm sure, spend much more. Well, actually, they do. Look, it should be £45, but now it's £35 here. So we get a good warranty on this as well, the actual
2 years.
pillowcases.
Now, silk, Charlie, is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. So we estimate the life of this pillow will be minimum 25 years. And one little word of warning I should give to any viewer watching who's thinking of buying a silk pillowcase. Be very careful. I keep saying this to people. Read the label. Everything we are offering is made by the official Mulberry company. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade in 37 countries throughout the world. We have a stellar reputation for quality, and everything we sell is 100% AAA grade, long fibre Mulberry silk. Now, the reason I mention this has been happening quite a lot recently. People have been coming up to me and they've been saying, can I look at your pillowcase? When I give it to them, when I'm doing a live show at an exhibition, and they read the label and they say, well, hold on, this pillowcase, first of all, it's got silk in both sides. And I say, well, of course it has. And they say, well, you know, one lady said to me, she said, I bought some silk pillowcases for my niece as a gift. They were £47.50 each. And when they were delivered, they only had silk in one side. Well, these have silk in both sides, so that's not bad for a start.
It's fantastic.
The silk is AAA grade Mulberry. And people say to me, they stop your wrinkling, don't they? Well, Charlie, nothing will stop your wrinkling. But what you can do, you can slow the process down. Now, in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, sericin, slows the process down. What it does, it traps the moisture within your skin. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, and this is not ridiculous sales talk, it's a fact, cotton will take the moisture from your skin. It will dry your skin out. And when your skin dries, it cracks and it creases and it becomes a wrinkle. Silk retains the moisture within your skin, so it takes a lot longer for your skin to wrinkle. Ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. If he or she is knowledgeable, they will tell you there is no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair, you don't have to tie it up at night. And one thing people constantly tell me, when they sleep in a silk pillowcase, in the morning when they get up and they have to get their hair the way they want it to shape it, right? They find their hair, they can style it much quicker and much easier. And once they have styled it to the fashion they want it to be styled, it stays much longer. All of that. Now, I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a pillowcase this quality in any shop in the United Kingdom, there will be one or two shops, obviously, that sell this quality, but they're few and far between. You'd pay 50 or 55 pounds for a pillowcase this quality. We normally charge 45 pounds for them, and they're a bargain at 45 pounds. You can buy one this morning for 35. And here's the interesting thing. Any order you place now, by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will be packaging it. It will be sent out DPD for a 24-hour delivery. You could be sleeping on this on Thursday morning. And if you don't like it, you can have your money back on Thursday afternoon if you phone our office.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wish everyone offered that service. That is brilliant.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Wait, thank you.
It's not sales talk.
Do you know what? Can we through the colours really quickly, the colour options? Right, so there we go. This one here is the Sage. It's beautiful. And honestly, if you haven't actually even experienced 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk, I don't know what to describe it to. Honestly, it's something to behold. It really is. There is the Arctic. So if you like to look at that lustre, if you like to do the Arctic, go for it. This one here is the white, a slightly off-white, ever so slightly. That, for me, adds a little bit of depth of colour. So there's the white. It's the one I'd go for, actually. And now we have the desert. So which one would you like for £35? You're saving £10 per pillowcase. So it's 001108. Then you just choose, it's a drop-down menu on the website, just choose whichever colour you would like. These are really, really nice. So there you go. So there's the pillowcases. Don't forget, we've also got the pillows on the show, and we've also got the duvets. We'll go back to the duvet because we've only got about half an hour left on the actual show. So when it comes to duvets, yes, there's lots out there. We're not talking about feather and down. We're not talking about synthetic. We are talking about a duvet that's an all-year-round duvet. Whether you're too hot in the summer, whether you're too cold in the winter, or vice versa, then this is something that's designed to keep you warm in this winter and, of course, nice and cool in the summer. It's 100% naturally non-allergenic filling. So, folks, if you worry about dust mites, they can't survive on Mulberry Silk. So allergy sufferers, they love them. That's a big reason people buy these. Compact freezer storage too, so we're not using them. I mean, this is your everyday duvet, but if you are going away on holiday, you know what? You get so attached to the duvets, people take them on holiday. People actually take them on suitcases. If you go on the caravan, well, I'm not leaving without my Mulberry Silk duvet, it's filled with 100% long-fibre, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. This is the real deal. This is the king of silks we're talking about here. And yeah, long fibre, it gives you that beautiful, that drape. It always cocoons your body. But it's also 100% breathable. It's moisture wicking. So people, if you wake up hot, sweaty, clammy, that's a big reason to buy Mulberry Silk. It wicks away the moisture and it also regulates your temperature, as I said. But people say to me, try those Mulberry Silk duvets. I'm never too hot, and never too cold. That, for me, is the biggest reason, I would say, to get a Mulberry Silk Duvet, especially as we're going into spring, especially as we're going to be going into the summer. You know what, do you remember when it was really hot a few years ago, about what, was it 40 degrees? We could be getting hot weather. If you dread those hot, sticky, summery nights, get a Mulberry Silk Duvet. You don't worry about TOG ratings when it comes to Mulberry Silk. That's for your other duvets, like your old, synthetic duvets, for example. All you worry about when you're buying a Mulberry Silk is just the size, and they are standard UK sizes. So it's the single, the double, the king, or the super king. Right, machine washable as well, by the way, at 30 degrees. Right, 212-998. Do you know what, if you have just joined us, very good morning to you. Thanks so much. We have got through a lot of stock. Mulberry Silk is one of the biggest brands that we offer here on Shop on TV. We're on quite often. Sometimes we can't get all the sizes back. We don't know when we're going to be back with Mulberry Silk. So if you flicked on and you're tempted by this, I would get it now. It could be one of the best investments that you buy for you, yourself,
Charlie,
or your family.
We're running short of pillows, not only on this show, overall, we just can't get enough silk. So the pillows, I think, are going to be short for the next couple of months. So tonight would be a good time to buy a pillow.
It really would be. It really would, whilst we've got the stock. Right, dial the number 03333 241 241. Or if it's quicker for you, and it is quicker normally, go to the website shopontv.co.uk. You can buy the duvets, you can buy the pillows, the pillowcases. You can really kit yourself out. But look, lots of people just start off with one thing. Go for it. If your budget allows, I'd go for the set. But if you just want a duvet, then grab it. Grab it. The Super King, for example, is £279 lower to 219. So you're getting £60 off the Super King. It's brilliant. Even if you've got a king size, you might go for a Super King just to get that extra drapage around the edge of the bed. But that's completely your choice. That's a personal preference thing, isn't it? And of course, depends on your budget. If you want a single, by the way, ordinarily £169, but now take £30 off, it's £139. In fact, you can see the prices here. It's the one item number, then you just choose whichever size you like. So the double, normally £239. We're busy for those as well tonight. Take £60 off, it's £179. But the most popular, what you are loving, is that king size. I still think it's going to be the first size to sell out. Usually £259, take £60 off. It's just under £200. For a AAA grade, Mulberry Silk Duvet, £199. Please do not miss out on that. It could be one of the best things that you buy. Ray's going to be sending them out, him and his team, in probably about 6 hours' time, give or take. You could have this within 24 hours, about 48 hours' time. By DPD, by the way, too. How about that for a service? So this weekend, or what day are we? Yeah, by the weekend, you could well be sleeping with this. And
you're
just
guaranteed to have about
Guaranteed by the weekend, Ray.
We will start any orders placed this morning. We will start packaging at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Everything we send DPD, 24-hour delivery.
That's fantastic. I mean, that is such a good service.
And
so,
when you get it and you try it, if you're not thrilled, we will refund your money and you'll have it instantly. So you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And one other thing I must mention, Charlie, we haven't mentioned this. When you mention one of the big advantages of a duvet you can wash, very often, now I can speak with some authority on this, people who unfortunately perhaps have a member of the family who is bedbound. And I mentioned this when I'm on television. My mother-in-law was 93 years old when she died. She was a very nice lady. And for the last 2 years of her life, she was totally bedbound. And the problems that people have when they're bedbound, well, obviously, they sleep in bed, they have their hair washed in bed, their body washes in bed, they eat in bed, little accidents happen. Well, you can take this duvet off, you can wash it quickly, you can dry it quickly in the dryer, you can have it back in the bed within a couple of hours. You never have to pay 15, 20 or 30 pounds to have it dry cleaned. Now remember, because it's silk and because it's pure silk, it'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. And one of the big problems people have when they're bedbound, especially if they're seriously bedbound, where they're immobile in bed, they get bed sores through sweat. When you have a duvet that can wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture, it will surely help. I'm not saying it will stop you having bed sores, but what I am saying, it will surely help. So buy one and try it for any member of your family who unfortunately is bedbound. It'll be the nicest thing you've ever bought them.
Oh, honestly, yeah, it's a good point. That
Yeah.
we haven't spoke about that. It's a very, very important point.
Yeah.
And you know, I've had all sorts of duvets over the years, and I've always suffered. It gets clumped in areas. I get hot spots, cool spots, like a really
You
hot.
have to shake
patch.
them like this.
Oh, and it's just shaking them. I'm up in the middle of the night trying to ruffle them together. But actually, you may have noticed, it's not just a pretty pattern. It's box stitched for a reason, because that actually anchors the long fibre AAA grade Mulberry silk into place. So when you're washing it, it doesn't get clumped together
Can't
in the
move.
corner.
It's impossible.
It can't move.
It simply cannot move.
So it's
but also gives you an
consistent,
even distribution
Yeah,
of heat.
even. This is
so
it.
you get no cold spots.
Yeah.
It's not cold here, warm there.
And that's comfort as well,
Oh,
surely.
total comfort.
Yeah, yeah.
And the heat is a gentle heat. It's a cocoon fibre. It's made by Mother Nature to gently fold itself around anything that sleeps under it or within it. It doesn't move, it doesn't shift. You don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed. Duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
It just gently folds itself around you. What I'm trying to convey to the potential customer, you get the most beautiful, even, quality night's sleep. That's the word I was struggling to find. Quality sleep. Not just a restless sleep, quality. You get under it, you snuggle down, and you enjoy being in bed and going to sleep. You're waking up next day, you feel better, you function better. It's obvious, good night's sleep. Everybody wants a good night's sleep. And when you overheat, you simply don't get that. You don't get a good night's sleep. Silk stops that happening.
It doesn't. And the comfort is a massive, massive thing. And Joe, I'm terrible. I mentioned earlier that if I've got to be up early, I'm terrible. I almost dread going to bed and what if I don't sleep, and that's when I notice how hot I am or how uncomfortable I am. I've got an old lumpy pillow or a duvet that you just get hot and clammy in the night. That's no good. No one deserves that. You deserve to be comfortable, and especially because, well, we spend about a third of our lives asleep in bed. Yeah, this is something not just going to be used once in a while. It's not like a fancy jacket or a pair of jeans you wear once in a blue moon. This is something that you're going to be having with you every day. And for that money, is that worth it? I would absolutely say so. I'd happily spend more. I'm sure people would be happy to spend more money than this, but if you have flicked on the Shop on TV today, you've picked a good time to buy it. You're getting discounts on every single size duvet. And yes, the standard UK sizes, a single, a double, a king, or a super king. It's brilliant. Joe, yeah, lots of going for the duvets. You're also going for the pillows as well, adding the pillowcases on the show. But do you know what? I think the big one for me, you know what? It looks great. It is the part. It's practical. But do you know what? It is the temperature regulating thing. I really do think it is. But this is not just any silk.
Apart from all the benefits,
the
value for money, consider it when you buy it to be an investment. You won't have to replace it in 6 or 7 years. I keep stressing this. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world.
Yeah.
The duvets we have in my bed at home are 37 years old. Haley and Sean, who present us here, before they ever knew anything about television, they used to work for Tefal at the Ideal Home exhibition in London.
Oh, right, okay.
And total stranger to me, Haley bought one of my duvets from me at the Ideal Home exhibition in London 27 years ago. And Haley and Sean are still sleeping under it today, 27 years old. So people buy this, consider it to be an investment. It's something special. It's not an ordinary duvet. It really is something you can buy with total and complete confidence. It really is.
John, I'm excited for people just to have that first night's sleep. It could be that eureka moment where you think, oh, why didn't I bring this? And my producer, Caroline, literally just told me. She bought... When did you buy yours, Caroline, actually? When did... about a month ago.
About 6 weeks ago.
But, yeah, about 4-6 weeks ago. And from the first night, absolutely sold. Absolutely sold. And she said it's like getting a hug, wasn't it, Caroline, or something? It's like getting a hug every night. There you go. Honestly, and Caroline, she also said, just making the bed is so easy. It looks like a professionally made bed.
Another thing we should mention, Charlie, when people see one of these for the first time, they get a surprise how thin it is.
Yeah.
Now, you don't need bulk with silk.
Right.
Silk is a low conductor of heat. We're a Canadian company. I sell these in Canada. And when you go into places like Quebec in the winter, it's minus 20 degrees, 25 degrees.
Wow.
We've been selling them in TV in Canada for 37 years.
Right.
So don't think because it's thin it won't keep you warm. It will. You know, people are going mountaineering, what I call the big boys mountains. Mount Logan in Canada, Mount Everest, K2, 29,000 feet up in the sky. Everything they wear is lined with silk. Their sleeping bags are lined with silk. Their socks are lined with silk. Their tents are lined with silk.
I didn't know that.
Because within the silk industry, within the bedding industry, silk is known as the great insulator. It insulates and traps heat, but it's not a ferocious heat. It's a gentle, comfortable heat, and it self-regulates. So it's the most beautiful, comfortable way to sleep. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer, no sweat, 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Any lady going through the menopause, grab one. Share a bed with a partner who overheats, grab one. No dust mites, Allergy Board approved. Money back if you're not pleased. 10 years warranty. I really can't tell you anymore. People simply love them. We sell tens of thousands every year. Fortunately, I'm not boasting when I say this. We sell tens of thousands every year in the United Kingdom. We sell them with a money-back guarantee. The amount we get sent back would fit in an ordinary standard supermarket shopping trolley. I can't remember the last time we got one sent back. And that's not sales talk. That's quite a genuine comment. They're a bargain.
John, we've just been told actually as well, you mentioned how strong silk is.
Yeah.
They're used in parachutes apparently. Do you realise?
Yeah, normally parachutes. Up until about 15, 20 years.
This
will shock you.
Go on.
Bulletproof vests were lined with silk. If you had 16 layers of silk, like a silk blouse, 16 layers, you couldn't put a bullet through it.
Wow.
That's a fact.
That's impressive.
It's the second strongest nudge. You can check that on the computer.
So to say it's durable, well, that we can definitely say that with confidence. That is durable.
Yeah, parachutes are made of silk.
Didn't know that. Yeah. And honestly, it offers such a unique experience. There's nothing quite like it. And don't forget, this isn't just, if you're looking for any old silk duvet, this is mulberry silk we're talking about.
You know,
here.
Charlie, you know the nomads that live in the desert?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? A lot of their tents, they have these beautiful tents. They're like a house, but they're a tent.
Yeah.
Right? And they live in these beautiful tents, the size of this studio we're in. They're all lined with silk.
Wow.
Because in the desert, this is a fact.
Yeah, yeah.
In the desert, very warm during the day, but in the night it becomes icy cold,
isn't it? Yeah.
Years ago, I must check this up. I'll check it up. So the next time I come down, I'll know the exact figure. But during the Afghan war, all the American combat troops, all of their battle uniforms were lined with silk. Because in Afghan, during the day, very warm, but up in the mountains, very, very cold at night.
Didn't know that.
So that's a fact. They're all lined with silk. I'm not making that up. I'll just check if they're still lined with silk. Because as you know, there's a war going on at the moment, and they might still be lined with silk. So I'll check that out.
Well, do you know, and you know what?
You know, if you had a pound of steel in your left hand and a pound of silk in your right hand,
Yeah.
the tensile strength of the silk is stronger than the steel.
Well, and honestly, I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I knew it was strong. I didn't know how strong silk was. But look at me, I can't let go of this pillow, can I? It's just so comfortable. It's just, you know, it's my comfort pillow. I look quite on edge, don't I?
I feel a sale coming on, Charlie.
I know, right? I think so. This is one of those shows I'm not going to forget. I'm just so pleased because you're going to experience Mulberry Silk for all of you who have checked out your baskets. In a couple of days, in a few days, you're going to have yours arrive by DPD, and just look forward to that first night, because that could be one of those moments you think, oh, thank goodness, that's what it was. That's what was stopping me getting a good night's sleep. It could well be. And quite often it is the case. It's comfort. If we're not comfortable, then it stands to reason we're not going to be comfortable lying in bed for like 7, 8, 9 hours if you're lucky. But this is something that I really think you owe to yourself. If you don't sleep well, try it. It might be something else that's stopping you sleeping, but it's the process of elimination. It's worth a go, especially because you can return it if it's not for you. And when you get a duvet, you get that 10-year warranty or a 2-year warranty when you go for a pillow. Now, the pillows, if you buy it directly through Ray's website, £60. If you can get it through here, because we just get through a lot of stock quickly on ITV1 and STV, you're saving £20. If you can get it through here, you're generally getting a bargain price. It's a medium firm, and you can dial the number. It's 03333 241 241, or the quickest way to order is on the website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll see the duvets there. You'll see the pillowcases. In fact, because we are coming towards the end of the show, we've got about 10, 15 minutes left. Go to the website, this is what you see, click that button there, live on air, scroll down, and here you will see it. The Mulberry Silk Duvets, the pillows, they're the pillowcases. We've got some other Mulberry Silk Duvets. We've got a pillow-topped mattress on the show. We've got a mattress pad on here too. So, yeah, whichever's best for you. Quite a few of you have gone for those, actually, but we're especially busy for the duvet and the pillow. Quite often we can't get all of the size of the duvet, so whilst we have, grab them. But if you're like me and you used to wake up in the night, you move the duvet around to one leg out, one leg in, and then you're oh, I'm hot, then I'm cold. It's just an endless battle. It's an endless cycle, and then you worry about being tired the next day and all sorts. Oh, it's awful. It's a horrible experience those nights. I'm sure we all have them. But if we could do anything to help get that comfortable, consistent, restorative night's sleep, it's worth every single pound, and you are also saving money. By the way, if you are going for a selection, you might be going for a duvet and you might be going for 2 pillows. If you go for a double and 2 pillows, the total is £263 and 95 pence. That is great. In fact, you're going to save £60 on the duvet and £20, so you're going to save £100 here. You're going to save £100 if you go for this configuration. That is brilliant, but you do need to check out. It's not yours until you've checked out securely. And you can pay on PayPal, Google Pay, on Apple Pay, Visa, Mastercard, whatever's best for you. But if you want to spread, the cost interest-free, then use PayPal. I've used that a few times. Yeah, well, interest-free, if it helps. If you don't miss out, you still get the saving, you still get the deals if you choose PayPal Pay and 3. But which one are you going for? Which colour pillowcase are you going to go for? How many pillows do you need? You might use this time, whilst we've got the sale on, whilst we've got the discounts on, to restock all the pillows in your house. If you've got one of those lumpy pillows that you keep turning around in the night, you're trying to find that hot spot, no, you're trying to find that cool spot, more to the point, and then you move it around, and then it goes warm. Oh, then you look at the time, oh, it's another hour gone. And then you move it around, don't you, trying to find that cool spot. Well, Mulberry Silk is breathable, and especially, I think, good going into spring, and especially good going into the summer. So, because people wake up, like you feel a bit clammy, your hair feels a bit damp, don't you?
Yeah.
I used to get that, but Mulberry Silk is good against that.
Well, it wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So it really is the most beautiful way to sleep. All I can tell you is this. When we're selling this pillow live at exhibitions, people walk up to our stand and this is what they say, Charlie. They say, I bought one and I just can't believe how good it is.
No, yeah.
They get a
It
shock.
must be a good feeling, Ray, as well, after all these years.
Well, it's funny you say that, because my grandchildren, I have 10 grandchildren, aging from 13 to 20 odd, and very often, well, not very often, occasionally they say to me, Grandad, why are you still working? And I don't consider it work, because I've got a very pleasant job. I go back to the same place year in, year out, and I meet people who I've sold something to, and they come back and they're delighted with it. So it's a very pleasant experience for me going to work.
I bet it is.
Because I'm going into an area where I get no complaints, only compliments, and it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I get people coming up to me. One lady come up recently, you know, she said, I want a single duvet. And I started to tell her how wonderful they are. She said, stop. She said, I bought one from you at the Royal Highland Show 32 years ago. She said, it's wonderful. She said, I'm buying one for my grandson who's going to university and sharing a flat. She said, I wouldn't think of buying any other duvet. And that's the type of customers we have. We make sure you know where to find us. All our details are on the label on everything we sell, because 25 to 35% of all of our sales are repeat business. So maybe 2 years from now, if you buy a pillow tonight, you want a duvet, you might be thinking, where did I buy that pillow?
One for the
Here
guest
it
room.
is.
Yeah.
That's why it's on there. Most companies don't do that. The name and address is on the packaging, the box,
that's
it goes in the
and then
bin.
you've had it, yeah.
Goes in the bin. We put it on here because we know a third, roughly, of all the people who buy from us will be a repeat customer at some level. Because one word, quality. Nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality. Buy quality, you buy once.
Buy once, yeah.
Buy cheap, you buy 2 or 3 or 4 times. Cheap ultimately becomes expensive, but everybody knows that.
Yeah, and do you know what, you wouldn't put, going to the duvets, you wouldn't put a 10-year guarantee on something you truly didn't believe in.
It's in our interest, because if a person brings a duvet back, we have to destroy it.
Yeah.
Charity won't take it from us. They're not allowed to.
And it's your time,
under
it's
the
effort
Health
as
and
well.
Hygiene Act.
Yeah.
As I keep mentioning, Salvation Army, they won't take it to give to homeless people. Say, sorry, it's been slept on. Has to go in the bin. Every year, 5 million inferior duvets go to landfill. Every year, 10 million inferior pillows go to landfill. None of our stuff goes to landfill, I can assure you.
Well, do you know, and all important points, and it does make you think that's a shocking amount.
It's an amazing
It's a
figure.
Scary amount.
It's an amazing figure.
It is. It is.
It's a fact.
Yeah, and honestly, there are so many benefits. You know, this show is absolutely flown by. To sum up, we've only got about 5 minutes left now on the show. Maybe you just joined us, or maybe you think, oh, okay, which am I going to get? My advice is, depending on your budget, of course, go for a couple of pillows, or just one for you, or maybe if you want to go for 2, one for you and your other half. Go for the duvet. Whilst we've got them in stock, whilst you're saving money. The pillows, people absolutely love them. Should we talk about the duvets for the last 5 minutes? What do we think? Because, do you know what? If you have just flicked on, this is really good opportunity now. This is not just like any pillow. So, any duvet, I should say. But do you know what? We've got all the sizes in stock at the moment. They're standard UK sizes. The King is still the most popular. It still could be the first one to go shortly. But don't miss out on these deals. So, okay, so in a nutshell then, I guess, Ray. So, the machine washable, they're breathable.
Right, the advantage, I'll condense this down quickly, because I know we're short of time.
We have, yeah.
The advantage of a silk duvet keeps you warm in the winter, really warm, and cool in the summer. The reason being, silk is a low conductor of heat. It retains heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather, or any man-made fibre. Any person, if you share a bed with someone who overheats, who sweats, this is the duvet for you. It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice, buy one. As far as sleep is you're concerned, it will change your life. It's allergy board approved. To the best of my knowledge, It's the only duvet, silk duvet, currently being sold anywhere in the United Kingdom that has the Allergy Board certificate. We sell it with a 10-year warranty. We estimate it will last you the best part of your adult life. The duvets in my bed at home are 37 years old. My wife washes them on average 3 or 4 times a year. Wash them a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. Once or twice a year, on a warm sunny day, drop them over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun will totally purify and cleanse them. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything over 180 is luxury. The filling, AAA grade Mulberry silk. Buy it, try it, don't like it, send it back, money back, no arguing, 1 telephone call, money back. You have nothing to lose.
You really don't. And John, this isn't in just any silk. This is AAA grade Mulberry silk, long fibre. And because it's box stitched in, when you wash it, it doesn't move around. The silk is anchored into place. So you don't get hot spots or cool spots on the duvet. It's even distribution. But as soon as people try this, they think, oh, that's it. They don't go back, and that sounds cliche, but they don't go back. And you haven't got to worry about tog ratings. You do think initially, well, that's quite thin, but this isn't just any synthetic fibre. This is Mulberry silk we're talking about here. It offers a unique sleeping experience, and that sounds cheesy, but it really does. Try it. It's something to behold, and all you need to worry about is not to do with togs. That's completely irrelevant with Mulberry silk. It's just one thickness, but you just choose which size you want. So do you want the single, the double, the king, or the super king? Standard UK sizes. You're saving £30 if you're going for the single. You're going to save £60 if you go for the double. Save £60 if you go for the king, and the same situation if you go for the super king. The king really is flying out, guys. Well done. Ray, you're going to be sending this out, you and your team, literally later on today.
5 hours from now, we will start packaging. They'll be picked up today. A 24-hour delivery DPD.
Wow.
Simple as that.
Oh, do you know what?
And Charlie, you used the word to describe it. You probably didn't realize you said it.
Go on.
And as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, when you sleep under Mulberry silk, you get a restorative night's sleep.
There we go.
That's a good word to describe
We'll remember that. But it's so important to restore.
Restorative night's sleep.
Well, there you go. Wait,
you live and learn.
We'll live and learn. We're at the end of the show.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You,
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you to all the viewers for your business.
Yeah, thanks to you as well. Whether you're going for the duvet, the pillows, the gorgeous, gorgeous pillowcases, Anti-Basket, check out and let us know how you get on. Take care.